All right. All right. Now, where's my chat? Yes, we are live. Or at least it's telling me. There's a delay. Also, bring y'all a little closer here. Oh, don't fall on me again. Don't fall on me again. Someone shout out, let me know they're here. Storm Rider, hello. It's alive. I'm on YouTube and Twitch right now on a new app. Hope you had a good weekend, Storm. That you're engaging this grand air trine today with in all of its glory. New chart. Let's see what's in the stars right now for everybody. First person in the live, Storm, you get the first read. Hello, hello. Linked in the announcement. Y'all, I am live on Twitch and YouTube right now. Together. Yes. Okay. Purple fire. I like this chart right now for tonight's live. Look at that. Chiron by the lot of fortune in the second house. Y'all, it's going to be harder for me to see on the screen. No, I can zoom in. I can zoom in on things on my screen. Can you? Do you see it when I zoomed in? Do you see that zoomed in? Did that just happen? Give me a thumbs up. Also, I want to know how delayed the chat is. So, you do see it when it's zoomed in. Yes! All right, restream for the win. I'll take it, I'll take it. Well, there you have it. Much easier to read now, isn't it? Yes. Hello, Anna. Can never find your Twitch handle. I linked the sucker in the announcement. I provided both links for YouTube and for Twitch. So, y'all let me know. Pop in there and let me know what you see and what you think of it. How it's all going. So I went to TikTok first, just a heads up. Yeah, well, I tried to... Abdul, hello, Abdul. Steph Curry, the GOAT. I did. Yes. So I see that there are purple names and there are orange names. Who's on TikTok and who's on YouTube? Y'all let me know in the chat. Also, the chat, it looks like it's going to be a little harder to follow for me, so this will be fun. Hey, Anna. The announcement said TikTok and Twitch. Oh, goodness. YouTube. Fix that. YouTube. Not TikTok. Where's my sweat smile? All right. Now we're in. So, okay, orange people are on YouTube. Purple people are on Twitch. That makes it easy. So, my bad, y'all. YouTube. I've changed that. So, welcome. Also, look what I can do now. I can zoom in. So, it'll be easier for y'all to see whenever I'm looking at a chart. Indeed. I tried making it to where I could stream on TikTok and YouTube, but TikTok is run by a bunch of gremlins, so there's none of that. But for tonight, we're just going to dive into the reads. So Storm, you got the first reading. Y'all, I like this. The Ascendant is falling in Taurus tonight. Great for any night event that you may have. If a party, whatever you're doing. Taurus is going to be amazing on the ascendant. I mean, I guess unless you're trying to like, you know, do something that involves hunting or edginess or you know, work effort things. I don't know. Taurus would still be great, but Venus in a night chart, really great. A lot of spirit, and Uranus slid into the first house for this grand air trine. Very cool. Yay, YouTube. Welcome, YouTubers. Caroline, hello, hello, welcome. Caroline, we never got to hear, how did your appointment go? You said we read your transits for a really intense event coming up for you. Let me know how that went. Had my grandson's 18th birthday today. Oh, congratulations, Storm. Launching a little, he's no longer a little bug anymore. So, Storm, want to read your grandson's chart? You were the first in the live. We'll do you as the first read. You know, unless I... Set Complex, Job, or Job. Hey, Complex. It went very well. I got everything I requested. Hey, Caroline. Looks like the read stuck true. You had some great astrology for that event. But yes, Storm Rider, it's up to you. It's up to you, Storm, what we're gonna do. First off the bat, and then we'll just dive right into the live queue readings. If somebody wants to be in the express queue, you know what? 1,000 coins on TikTok costs $12.99 from what I saw, unless you buy one of the really big packs. So the express queue is $3 cheaper now. $10. Buy me a coffee for $10. Get in the express queue. Hello, chickens. I've missed them. Glad you're back. Sam, I don't recognize your username. Would be good to know who you are. What's your TikTok handle or your Discord handle? Happy chicken. More bread. More sprouted bread for the chicken. Not sure of his exact time. Well, that makes it a little more difficult for the reading. So we can always look at your transits in light of this grand air transit between, look at this, Uranus at 0 degrees. Watch this. I can zoom in. Uranus at 0 degrees, Pluto up there at 1 degree, I'm sorry, 0, 1, 0, 1. And then look at this, the sun just entered into that grand air trine. Whoa. So we are dealing with, and the moon and Mercury, we're dancing right here, activating it as well. Thankfully, Mars has gotten into Scorpio. Yes, that's something we always like to see when a planet is within his own sign. So especially for you night chart people, now's the time to party, wherever that is in your chart. Have a good time. Okay, Pudding, what you doing up there? So, y'all, I don't know if there's a delay in the chat or what. Let me know. Transits. I also can't see the number of people in the live, which I guess is fine. So y'all let me know what that's all about. I can't see who's in here on Twitch. I can't see who's in here on YouTube. So you're just gonna have to shout out in the chat if you want to read it. And with only a handful of us in here, maybe we won't do live ticket numbers. L, you know about Jesus. I love Jesus. Welcome. Okay. Let's see. New chart. I casted Jesus astrology chart. It was wild. I believe we found the right time. Random question, does a C-section or premature affect the chart? No. If the moment that an individual draws their first breath is the moment that they get branded with this cosmic ID. My Mars and Leo in the 4th. Guess who's stranded in Ohio, waiting on someone who's driving 6 hours one way to tow me? Oh, God bless. Brutal. I'm so sorry you're dealing with that stress, Faraday. Man. I don't know how lucky that Mars is for me, LOL. Well, that is, you know, day chart, night chart, and there are other planets and other positions that are being activated. You must always consider the context. But let's dive into the reading. Storm Rider plus now. What's cooking in Storm's chart? Alrighty. Look at that. Libra moon right by your ascendant, Miss Storm. Luck in being the first one on the live for a reading. Mercury is within his own bounds, so y'all, we can take a breather. For the next little bit of Libra here, Mercury is going to be well supported. This is not forming an aspect with your Time Lord and transiting Venus. I remembered, Storm, you're having a 10th house perfection year. So coming up on a close with the sun closing in to his original position over here, starting your 11th house perfection year, Mars ruled with that Saturn and Sun in a day chart. Hope you're ready, Storm, for the roller coaster of life to continue. You've got, again, that Pluto conjuncting Chiron. We have not got to talk about your nutrition yet. Okay? When we do, that's going to be a transformative conversation. And that is trining that Uranus right here, changing your health. So what you're doing in the realm of your nutrition, changes and diet are going to be automating some very surprising effects on your health and your wellness, one way or the other. So the question is, how's that lined up for you? Rather, what does the astrology have to play with here? Are these going to be happy surprises? Are these going to be edgy surprises? One way or another, Uranus should be pretty well supported. On my Astrology Master app, it's showing that Uranus has just gone stationary, so he's at least slowing down on the tail end of that retrograde period. And that is forming a trine. Look up here, Storm. What's that? To that sun that just got over here in your 9th house. So you're getting this grand air trine. The significance of a grand air trine, of a grand trine of any kind, grand, means that it just completes the shape. And so one thing is automatically bringing another thing to fruition, is automatically bringing another thing to fruition, is automatically bringing another thing to fruition. So this is you learning some new things, altering your worldview, that bringing changes and healing opportunities to your diet and your nutrition, and that bringing sudden changes, breaking free from chains of disease perhaps you didn't even know that you were bearing with that Uranus on Gemini right there. So cool grand air trine. And Mars in your 10th house, just having entered into Scorpio, so that's a bit of a breather right there. There should be a lot less tension with him transiting over that moon right there. It's a bit of a breather for you, and a more focus perhaps on seeing what you need to do, right? Being more strategy minded, less frustrated in trying to argue with people or bring others in to whatever your plans or aspirations are. So, wish I could have seen the one with Jesus' chart read. Well, remind me, Minerva, and maybe we can bring it up later tonight. I believe Jesus was born in 9 BC. It seems in the month of May. I feel less edgy. Well, I bet indeed you do, with that Mars finally being liberated from a 24/7 activation on top of your natal moon. That had to be brutal. And we did note that around the time of that activation of that conjunction is whenever you were thrown into the ER. So some relief on that, as Mars again has entered into this space. With Mercury, though, you might be finding yourself a little bit prone to do things that you normally wouldn't be comfortable doing, making moves, which could be good for your life, like big strategic moves. But there could also be a penchant for, I don't want to say manipulation, but yes, if you see the opportunity or it manifests or things are pushing or pulling you into pulling some strings with your children and your life, that may be a thing, or maybe having some of them overstep bounds and try to push and pull the strings with mama. So just be advised as Mars is moving up on that Mercury, where there may be some of that. This is well grounded, Mars being of the sign of Scorpio, but it is a day chart, implying that this should be uncomfortable, edgy, strong things tugging you around, but you should be able to ride those waves to success and ground them. Still getting better, not as quick as I would like. Well, hey, again, Storm, maybe flag me down tomorrow and we can talk about your second house down there where your Chiron is, because your chart is strongly indicating that the revelation of some new knowledge will be automating some changes in how you engage your nutrition, and that should automate some breaking free changes in the realm of your health and wellness. So a nice opportunity being laid up in the stars there. Don't let it slip through your fingers, my friend. Aura Steel Wolf, howdy. Wiz Vadanya, hiya. Glad to see you. Look, so many friendly faces on Twitch. I think y'all like Twitch more than you like YouTube. That's what I'm seeing. We need to have a Twitch YouTube battle. See who's where. But yes, Storm, the moon is moving across into this position. She will be crossing your natal Mars here soon, stirring up similar themes of that breather that you just got. It's about to, actually, it's already really within range as you know, they're going to be feeling a little bit of that pressure again. When the moon moves out of Libra into Scorpio, it will be a different kind of pressure. But there still should be some pressure. So take it easy, Storm, all right? And don't let the undertow of your frustrations drag you around, because this is what this is a shoe-in for. At least having your emotions, being prone towards anger and frustration, which is the sensation of wanting to do something and not being able to while you're sick. So take care of yourself. Don't let the stars bully you. Alrighty, who has the lowest Q ticket number? Give me a shout out. I don't know, Twitch. Please don't switch. Hey, we're already in both right now, Faraday. You can't see the chat, but we have a chat from, well, that's a bummer because y'all can't interact with each other. Ooh, I don't like that. I like that I can see people from two different groups, but I see Faraday talking to me from YouTube, and I see all of these people talking to me from Twitch, and that's no fun. Oh, what can I do to make it to where everybody can talk to each other at the same time? Lame. But maybe I just need to lock in and pick one or the other. I don't know. But I'm trying out this new restream business. So does anybody know their Q ticket number? You're welcome, Storm. Oh, Anaface 440. Faraday 149. Hey, y'all, especially if you are subscribers or aka members, supporters of $5 or more in the Buy Me a Coffee app, then you qualify for getting a 20-point jump every live that you attend. Just shout out on the Q Jump channel. If you're not a subscriber, you can still shout out on the Q Jump channel, but you will only get 10 points jumping ahead in the queue. Sagewood Stone, is all the way at the very top of the list with her number 6. So Sagewood, you want to read what this grand air trine is cooking for you? I don't want to lose my 6th spot, though. You want to hold on to it until something juicy is here. Jessalyn, good to see you. Maybe Discord or Google Chats or your own website. Faraday with the big ideas. But yes, still inconvenient for people to see each other and interact with each other. So I've split our community here. Anaface says Faraday is the lowest so far. Well, next to Sagewood Stone. So Sagewood Stone's holding on to her 6 Q ticket. How's Irenix coming along? Irenix, I may have to go back to the previous version of him, but I will let y'all know whenever we get him back operational. I'll let the games be played or copies be bought. All right, Sagewood, hanging on to your ticket for a juicier transit or event in your life. Even with our remaining TikTok sub. Yes, remaining TikTok sub will last until October 18th, right? So I advise you to cancel your subscriptions and your super fanning on TikTok and support me on Buy Me a Coffee app. But I will be honoring all of the TikTok subscriptions through October 18th. Is it only me lately that is losing, Aura Steel Wolf says, is it only me lately that are losing their appetite more recently than they usually have been, at least when it comes to certain food we usually enjoy? Well, that sounds like a man who had his Mars return in his 8th house, or 2nd house. So things are changing for you there. Maybe the Venus in Virgo is stirring up some of those themes. I see you, Wiz. Maybe Zoom. maybe Zoom. That would be interesting. Be harder to find new folks on Zoom. Is it? So let's see. Scrolling down in the chat. Sorry, it's delayed. Ignore me. No worries. Let's read a few celeb charts too. We can totally do that. I'm confused about getting a Q number in Wonderland. By following the white rabbit through the link on either my YouTube or Twitch bios. That is where you can find the Q. So Zoom will help us all see each other and still hear you. That would be fun, but unfortunately, we wouldn't have access to more weird friends coming in here, which is also part of what we're doing. So, Anna gets the next read. And I guess what we'll do, since we have cozy numbers, I imagine. Let's see. I've got 4 viewers on Twitch. Thank you, 4 viewers on Twitch. In terms of the tube of you, let me see. I don't know if I'll be able to see. No. Do. How does one see his all of my YouTube recommendations? I guess I can't see where my thing is. View your channel. All right, I've got 8 people watching. Let's see if I can maybe put that on. So that's just 12 of us in here. That's nothing. All right, we'll take it cozy. 9 viewers on YouTube. Oh, I've got up to Big 9, the Big 9-0. Let's go. Or 9-0, 09. Okay. So I can use Twitch a lot more than anything else, so I'm glad you're here. That makes me glad. Well, we'll just take it easy tonight, and we'll play the me game. So whoever shouts out me, unless they know their Q ticket number. Whew. But right now, let's just use, starting from the ground up, new chart at Anna. We'll read Anna's chart. Anna plus now. Anna, ooh, I'm remembering. You're having a 12th house perfection year. So, that means that Jupiter is your time lord. Jupiter, both of your natal and transiting Jupiter are in the sign of Cancer. And what is that? We're looking at 8 degrees, 21 degrees, forming a square to the moon in your 9th house. That's lovely. And activating that Mercury as well in your 9th house. All right, Anna, time to talk with people about what you believe. That's the theme here, especially with a big dose of Virgo being spilled into this place, and the sun moving towards this activated square as well, activated by a partile arrangement, a loose partile or platic. I think it's platic. There's a platic square between the sun and the planet Jupiter. These squares speak to relationships, your close relationships over here in the 7th house, where Jupiter's located, and as well from your 6th house, relationships in your life environment, your kids that you're taking care of, your pets, your co-workers, your clients here, around the realm of your life responsibilities, the people that you know when you go to the gym or the dog park as well, the things that you gots to do, and the people and the places and things that you have relationship with through the sign of Cancer in these arenas of life. They and events with them wanting to deepen or grow in relationship with them will squaring all of this business happening in the 9th house in the sign of Libra for you, indicating that what you're getting is that in order to deepen and broaden these relationships, you're going to have to argue with people about what you believe or what they believe. Let's get to an understanding. And arguing does not always mean a debate, right? And so maybe that's better, okay? Arguing does not always mean debating. So this, it just means getting past the disagreement, getting to a place of understanding where one another is coming from. So, and with Virgo's energy, that's arguing about little things, getting into the details. And so you or other people wanting to spill more information and share more about, but this, and this, and this, and this. So just adding on there. Lots of very, very thorough conversation. So that should be heating up for you right now, Anna. Chance to learn some new stuff, especially as Mercury is well supported. Moon, not so much where she's getting. And so there may be some emotions about wanting to be understood and being frustrated that they're not understanding me. There could be some of that. Venus in this location is also not getting very much love or support, and so turquoise and amethyst are your friends again. From the last time we looked at this, I would be wearing that right now, if you have it tonight, everybody, that amethyst on your left wrist, all right? As that would set you up for what's it called? My brain just went zoop. That would ground your emotionality and any physical ailments or that may result from these stressors on your life. A little bit of what's it called? Traveling may be a thing. Some surprising, a little bit of adventurous travel, a friend or relative saying, hey, you know what, let's go, or travel to me, why don't you drive across town to come do this thing with me? There could be some of that. But especially as the sun moves further and further into this 8-degree and then 20-degree spot where he will be getting a square from your natal Jupiter. In which case you will want that amethyst on your right wrist, which governs the sun on the right side of your body. So, welcome, everybody. Hey, Francie Pants. I think I know who that is. Miss Ginger Snap. So, yep, it totally, Francie Pants. I knew who that was. So let's see, scrolling up in the chat, Anna, hopefully you received and resonated with your reading. I sent a dono for a reading. Oh, Sam. Let's see. You did. Australian monies. All right. I'll take that. Is that what AU represents? Australian dollars. Thank you very much. I have jade on my pinky finger right now, right hand, and amethyst on the left wrist. Still frustrated a lot. LOL. Okay. Well, ground yourself. I don't remember what that jade on your pinky finger was all about. You needed some lunar support from your Mercury. Christina, hello. Thank you so much, Abe. You're welcome. I love that. Anna Face says, I love that. Been wanting to go see my brother in Tucson soon. I just told him this morning. Gonna be going on a little bit of a trip to deepen and broaden your close relationships. I love that. I love that. You love that. All right, Sam. Please give me your birth date, time, and location. I'll cast your chart. We'll read it. Also, Sam. Which Sam is this? Who is this? Do I have you in the live queue? Tell me your TikTok name in the live queue. I gotta change that. Thank you, Anna Face. Anna Face says, definitely resonated. Always spot on as usual. Little smiley face with hands. Thank you. Actually, it's a little blushing face. It's that one. Y'all know the one I'm talking about. Glad you decided to try Twitch. Thank you. And thank you for the recommendations, everybody. This app allowed me to stream to both at the same time. I like it. We'll see how this keeps working for us. So, who's got the next read? Sam. I need Sam's information. Informacion. Degrassi dropout. Okay. Lil Sammy. I don't recognize your name, Lil Sammy. But let me see what's in here. In the old queue. You're in the queue. Do I still cross your mind? Let's see. Lil Sammy. I don't have you in the queue. But I see you're giving me your info. October 24th, 1977. Oh, number lock. The year that Chiron was discovered. How about that? sent you a coffee. Thank you, Anna. Thank you for the coffee. Thank you, thank you. If we are doing me, I sent it earlier. Yes. Well, that, again, Express Q, and then free, Express Q free. So should I say, welcome to Twitch, since you just started streaming here, though? This is actually, I'm coming back to Twitch. Twitch is where I started doing my live readings. So we've come full circle. There we go. 6:20 a.m. in Dandenong, Australia. Try something else here. Just to verify my Australian friend that this is all being put in correctly. Oh, come now. This flack. All right, looks good. Ah, my Australian friend. Ah, Mars in Cancer in the 9th house. This is not the person who wants to talk politics with you, at least in a heated discussion. No. Relationships have been ended over political discussions here. Let's see, was this my day chart or night chart? It is a day chart. Relationships have in fact been ended over political and science and religious discussions. Tell me it hasn't happened. So, thanks for letting everybody know. Thank you in the chat. Appreciate you, Abe. Anna, thank you very much. Let me see that coffee. Thank you very much, Anna, for the coffee. I see it. Thank you. So, my brother gifted me his elliptical before he moved to Tucson. I got it out of storage recently and am on it now while watching YouTube on my TV. Yes, look at that. Ah, yes, that Jupiter in your retrograde in Cancer, and you're bringing out that that Peloton doing martial work while you're having discussions about astrology with that activated Mercury in your 9th. That's so cool. Well, now I want coffee. Yeah, that actually sounds pretty good. So Sam, you in the house? Ready to dive into your chart? It was easier to... There they are. I see you smiling. Yeah, I'm sure it was, Sagewood Stone. We'll see how it all ends up flooding through. If the Twitch gods and YouTube gods end up liking me. Y'all giving me likes on my videos and commenting in the chat probably definitely helps the algorithm smile at us. And a banana. We still haven't talked. Yes. Okay, says Jesselyn. Alrighty, so let's dive into this a little more. Scorpio rising. You are a Scorpio. Scorpio of Scorpios. Where's your Mars? Ah, yes, in Cancer. Scorpio and Cancer. You are the spider. Where's your moon, though? Oh my goodness, how about that? In the sign of Pisces, in the 5th house. Oh, you love your babies. All of your babies. Your plants are your babies. Your art is your baby. Your babies are your babies. Everything is a baby here that you love. With that Pisces, you feel. Natural mama over here, eyes in the back of her head with, if indeed you have children, but just great with kids. You feel them, you connect with them, you love them all, they love you, they want to connect with you. Where's your Jupiter? Oh, in Cancer, that closes it off. You have all 3 water signs blending into each other here in a beautiful exchange between all of these. That's really, I can't recall having read somebody with a chart like this before, where you have Scorpio energy flowing to Cancer, Pisces energy flowing to Cancer, and then Scorpio and Pisces and Cancer energy flowing back to Pisces and back to Scorpio. You have all three of these water signs intrinsically linked by the placements that they're in, meaning that all of the transits that move through them would be supremely, well, naturally lucky, flowing with you. You are a watery soul. You big baby. I love you. Okay? Big babies are great. You feel deeply, okay? I know that people have probably made fun of you and poked you for it in the past, which is why the Scorpio side of you is so great, because you protect yourself. You don't let everybody see your deep and big feelings that you have. But whenever somebody does manage to break the ice with you, oh boy, that intensity of yours is smoldering and profound. And so you probably are a fan of TMI, too much information, TME, too much emotion. Okay, you pour it on people like floodgates. No kids, but I taught troubled kids for years. Oh, that's beautiful. That's totally Pisces moon mojo. Pisces moon is the connection for being able to connect with troubled kids, because you don't need a mind here. You don't need somebody who can talk with you and verbally dance with you. You can connect with their soul. And my dog has a pram. I don't know what pram means, but whatever the heck, you're the person with that Pisces moon. You go into the dog kennel or wherever, people pick up dogs, and you see the three-legged dog, and that's the one that you want right there. You feel you have compassion. You are hardwired with deep and profound compassion and nostalgia for all of the things that you're connected to, the people, the places, the things that are important to you. And so that really is a challenging placement to have Mars in a day chart in Cancer in this position. This again implies that you have with Jupiter here, you have some really beautiful luck at developing your worldview, at growing. Nicole, good to see you. The Bok Pok is getting some love. Nicole loves you, Pudding. So, but you worked really hard and you care very deeply about what you believe and why you believe it. But that Mars right there would imply two things. One, you are willing to fight for what you believe whenever you're pressed into a corner. Two, you do this, the little crab avoidance dance. Avoidance. Don't hit me, don't shoot me. I'm shaking my whole camera doing that. But that basically is the deal here. This is a river. You're like a river when it comes to conflict. You would rather not. But what happens if you block a river? Most things can't manage to block a river before the pressure builds, and then the water blows it out of the water, literally. So, blows you through. And so that's you. Somebody keeps pressing you, somebody keeps angling you. No, let's talk about this, let's talk about this, let's talk about this. And then finally they corner you, and then you flood on them about this is what I believe, and this is why I believe it. And then again, that's probably ended some relationships one way or the other here. Because Cancer is the sign of relationships, Mars is the planet of severing these things. Now, what's really cool, Mars is also the planet of forging, and so he's likely forged some intense bonds in relationships. Also, with your Scorpio self and Mars in Cancer, that does bring out your people-moving ability. We don't like to call it manipulation. It becomes manipulation whenever you start doing to others what you yourself would be very sensitive about other people doing to you. You don't let other people manipulate you. You smell that a mile away. And then you make sure that you protect yourself from those influences. And so it is funny to see that the people who are often the most sensitive to being manipulated or manhandled by people in some way are often the people who are the most gifted at it. And they are also the people who it's like you have the temptation laid before you to move people and move your relationships in these ways. And so maybe you've crossed the line once or twice, in order to exact your beliefs and stand up for what you thought the right thing was. But that is, it's an experience everybody delves with, but it's like you dipped your toe in something and you're like, ooh, I don't like that. I don't want to go there again. That often happens with people with such placements. See, y'all are talking. I remember you saying that beavers get mad at the sound of running water. Yes, indeed, they do. And so that is funny to see that Mars, it has his fall in the sign of Cancer. This is a very extreme planet in a day chart in his fall, in the place where he has the most challenge, the highest challenge. And so this creates frustration for you whenever people start stepping on the toes of your beliefs about things. And so this is you, for instance, during the whole COVID debacle, this is you having a very strong opinion one way or the other. Strong opinions here. Well-developed opinions, but strong, one way or the other. And not wanting to do the dance. So, but this, this dynamic would also set you up, again, for, every fallen planet has its plus side to it. Things that are useful. Again, you see how what you believe and discussions about how what you believe affects your relationships. And you would even perhaps at times want your relationships to be anchored in these things. And so what this helps you set you up for is perhaps fewer, but more authentic, deeper relationships with that placement. So, because you're willing to go that way. Although it is funny, you would avoid and avoid and avoid, and you probably learned that lesson to not do that anymore. And avoid and avoid and avoid, not wanting to talk about these things with people until finally things come to a head and then things fall to pieces. Your Saturn is in Leo in the 10th house. Oh my. So that's a double whammy right there. You know who else has Saturn in Leo? Donald J. Trump. You know who else had Saturn in Leo? An Austrian painter that most people, I don't even want to say the name of and have them attack me, but we've looked at his chart on the live before. But this arrangement is the placement of somebody who becomes a social nemesis and does not stands against the status quo. Headstrong. I can have the full establishment throwing eggs and rocks at me, hating me, and I'm going to be me anyway. And so that's you. I'm going to stand for what I believe. I'm going to be firm, and I don't mind being the bad guy if I've got to be the bad guy with that Mars, with that Saturn in Leo. I broke up with my ex during lockdown because we had different beliefs on it. Well, there we go. Thank you for opening up about that. So, again, y'all, if you see somebody with their Mars in Cancer, you better not press them about their beliefs because that's the end of relationships. Relationship ended because of different beliefs on these things. And you have a double whammy here of being around the age of 27 to 30. You should have found yourself being a much more engaged and open champion for what you believe, letting that shine. So you've got the chart of a social nemesis right here. No, of somebody who, again, makes yourself an enemy of what is traditional, of what is accepted perhaps a lot of the time, leaning more towards new, progressive things. Your Venus is in the 11th house, which is some lovely, lovely energy here, setting you up with this social charity when meeting people and luck. I could start a riot. Nails, yes. Indeed, you probably could with that placement. That's dangerous. That's a dangerous placement. And your Venus in the 11th totally helps boost these themes. Excuse you, miss. You may not take all of the bread. No, look at her grabbing it with both of her hands. You may not take all the bread from the chicken. We have our little friend here. She just took it again. Took it twice. She's hiding right there eating her bread. So, but yes, that Venus by that Pluto is interesting. So some really fun times socially with strangers has resulted like going to a concert and it becomes like a soul transforming experience for you with that Pluto right there. You go to a concert or have a great time at a bar singing with a bunch of strangers, something where you're just connected with the general public in some way, in community. You just connect with them and in a fun way, happy way, and then it actually transforms how you view yourself and manage your own internal feelings and stuff like that. So this is you getting the crowd surf at a concert one time and it just totally changed your sense of your self-view or something like that. This, all right. So, and I will say you have had some radical changes to how you view yourself, how you manage psychology and spirituality Probably some freaky paranormal stuff with these arrangements right here. I'm not going to go into the blocks about how and why each of these things would cause that. Also, psychosis and neurosis is a thing here. Psychological illness. Actually, that's what the 12th house will bring. Spiritual insight, spiritual depth, and profound revelations, paranormal, supernatural stuff. But you're also dealing with Mars and a Mars-ruled sign in a day chart with Uranus by Mercury. That is the Wombo combo, not far enough away, but still co-present. This is the Wombo combo for somebody who gets intrusive thoughts, and your fears, sort of like your nightmares, are colorized. Okay, you don't see them in black and white like maybe some people do. You get details and teleported into very extreme dark places. So yes, this is a chance to become a spiritual sage over here and to grow through these things, but also you need to take extra good care of yourself, because you would be kidding yourself. These are the kidding yourself's energy, where you lie to yourself and you say it's fine, and it's not fine. And so you probably need some friends and people in your life, especially with Libra 12th house, in order to look at you and check you and be like, hey, you're not taking care of yourself. You need to back away from this. Or, hey, you know what, these feelings that you're feeling and that you're locked into are perhaps not what you should be locked into right now. So that's difficult. Likely had a challenging relationship with your father and paternal figures throughout your life, with that Mars, with that Sun being right there. So that is a trade-off. You see these edges. You go on these deep and intense adventures into the labyrinth of your heart and your mind, and you have found profound treasure in these places, but you've also taken some wounds, and needing to take time, alone time, and time talking with others and so forth, in order to get your bearings and build yourself up. I would recommend Mars stone, red jasper, on your right wrist to support that Sun in this condition, and your Mercury as well. Pluto and the North Node are well supported here, but even in the most well supported of conditions, this is a really intense 12th house. And so you've had a lot of opportunity to soul search, to get to know yourself, and you probably have. You're very familiar with the shadows that lurk within, and how to dance with them and manage them in a way that empowers your life. But again, take care of yourself, because even the strongest of us, catching these waves that you catch, and on a very frequent basis, it's like a house built on the side of a cliff or a lighthouse or something. You're made to take those waves. There's a part of you that even comes alive whenever everything falls apart internally, but you just don't know where your footing is. But even so, take care of yourself. So that is beautiful. Oh yeah. Oh goodness gravy. Chiron in your 6th house. Take care of yourself. All right. As that can, psychological illness compromises us physically and may open you up to, I've seen people get cancer with that in their 6th house. Neck injuries with that in Taurus. This is a night chart, which no, day chart. So no, that does set things up for being a little bit edgier there. Huh. Amethyst necklace, maybe something that supports that Chiron. And also, watch what you eat. Watch your nutrition here. Don't run along with nutritional fads and stuff. You explain it so beautifully. Thank you, Sam. Hopefully you're encouraged, and thank you again for sharing your chart and opening up about your life to us. Alrighty. Next reading. So, unless we have another gifter here, thank you for the gift and the support. Unless we have another person who bought me a coffee, the next reading goes to whoever says me. Say me. Oh, that's funny, Sagewood Stone. Sagewood Stone is talking about how her husband is good at, what video game is that? You said he's played against NBA players, NFL players before and beat them. Sagewood Stone says me. Oh, Sagewood Stone is the fastest one. Everybody else, what are you doing? You can't compete. Me, Monica says. Well, Sagewood Stone, it was you. So, what would you like to look at? Your grand air transit? How this is popping into your life? Thank you, Sam, with your 3 sparkly hearts. Francis, too slow. Faraday, too slow. I expect more from you ladies. You're the ones that, you're the Mars, you have Mars powers in your fingers. Where's the fast? Me. You let this Aquarian defeat you. So I'll take a quickie on an air transit. all right. We'll look at very specifically the air transit. So let's see, new chart at Sagewood Stone. Plus now, I love the fact when your charts are saved in the live, I can just cast them like that. So, delays on YouTube. Shut up, I'm tired. No, I'll give your Mars on Gemini flack until the day one of us crosses the veil. My martial friend. Sagewood Stone is feeling the energy of this. Look at that, y'all. A lot of South Node exacting the ascendant. This woman is resourceful, is what that is. So let's see. Lily Rose, hello. I blame the delay. Oh, I see. So there's a delay to YouTube. The YouTubers are blaming a delay here. So maybe we want to... I'm rather mentally exhausted and unmotivated right now. The Grand Air Trine sucking the life out of you, Wolf. I respect it. So, Mercury transiting over your, look at that stellium right there. Fun. In your 8th house. An expansion of opportunity to connect with and talk to people about what's going on in their life. Their shared responsibilities, especially with Libra. There's a lot of helpfulness there, charity, and, well, socialization that stirs up. The sun, having just moved into this position, forming this Grand Air Trine, shining a light on what exists in this arena of your life. More awareness. It should be a lot of fun whenever he scoots over and exacts these other planets here. Amethyst is your friend on the right wrist right here to support these transits as the sun is moving through the sign where he does the least fun. Okay, so this can be a stressful place, the sun in Libra. I'm excited to see what comes up about our upcoming conversations for sure. Well, this is really, really beautiful astrology for these things. Your Grand Air Trine indicates that changes in your knowledge of metaphysics or spirituality. Let me zoom in on this because I can. Yes. Changes in your metaphysics or spirit. I wanted to show more of the chart so you could see it, but I don't know. It doesn't let me choose where to zoom in. So I may have to. But, so, that's Pluto right there. That's Uranus, and that's the Sun. So you see, this is a Grand Air Trine popping all 3 of these. Pop, pop, pop. So these changes with Pluto speak to, in your 12th house, new in Aquarius, addressing your fixed beliefs about spirituality and psychology. These changes down here, these internally, and also how you manage your health and your wellness. This should be automating, bringing to fruition what this Uranus business is speaking to. And that is, I'll just zoom in more on this. There, because we can. And that speaks to changes in your home life. How you view your ancestry, some surprising developments about your ancestry, about your, rather just breakthroughs. Uranus is this planet of breakthroughs in the environment of your home life, and again, dealings with your family, and perhaps even connections to the past. It shows retrograde right there, but on some other apps, I'm looking at the retrograde period's at an end, and we're now in a stationary period, which really puts an emphasis on some of these changes. So always asking my mom about my ancestry. Well, there could be some deeper insights and revelations at this time. And whatever this is, these sudden, surprising, and quite obvious developments in your breakthroughs, even in your home life, automating here. Sun, that's your husband, connecting with him and connecting with his life, having conversations, getting down to the bottom of things. Virgo, Libra energy blending here, really stirring up a theme through Venus's situation there. Really, and that being in your 7th as well. Oh, definitely. Really stirring up a theme of wanting to very thoroughly argue or get to the bottom of disagreement about things until we both agree, or at the very least, both understand where we're coming from. So it's what happens when you're an entrepreneur. Yeah. Time for some time for some adventure over here. And so it is fun to see in a grand air trine, it speaks to one thing, bringing another to fruition, bringing another to fruition, bringing another to fruition, which continues to bring that to fruition. So it's like this engine of luck in someone's chart, where one thing is causing another thing, is causing another thing in a really very productive way whenever you're seeing these trines. So that's very cool, very lovely. Uranus and Pluto are some edgy energies, but they were especially getting some love from Mercury back here a few days ago. But now, what we're dealing with is Mercury's moving out of support. Uranus may be supported in the sign of Gemini. Pluto is not getting any love from Saturn in her location in Aquarius, nor from Mercury. So a low light may be something to wear right now to support that activated Pluto in your 12th house. Some intense metamorphic changes. So that is that. What are you doing? S'mores is trying to crawl on me. She's crawling up my back. So say hello to the creature. The creature. Go back to your cage. No more adventures. Oh. The bread. She took the bread back here and stuffed it for later. So, all right, here's our sprouted grain bread. Yep, everything's good with pudding. No pudding, don't step on that. Not everything's good with pudding. I got it. Get on down, pudding. Thank you, Anna. Anna shouted out, check the chicken. We checked the chicken. The chicken was compromised. Here we go. Yes, pudding. Give me that. Give it to me, pudding. So cute. Yes. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Jessalyn. Is that a lovely rat? It is a lovely rat. Her name is S'mores, and she is an entitled little creature. So is this chicken. Asked to have your chart read with that specific intention. I bet Abe can spot the culprit. Perhaps I can. Can we do a celebrity chart like Erica Kirk? That'd be interesting to read her chart. Does anybody know her birth time? Remember, Storm, you're number 1 in the queue. Okay, at the very tippy top. So anytime there's a free reading happening, you can always call that out. S'mores is a cute name. I'm glad you like the name. My niece chose that. All right. We have 2 people who want to see that chart. The Mars and Scorpio. Time to do some digging. Time to figure some stuff out. So, next reading. I said me first on YouTube. You did say me first, but before I called out the me, Jessa's locked in. Jessa wants to know what this Grand Air Trine means in her chart. Tell y'all what, since transit readings are so easy, especially because I've been reading y'all's charts up till now. Why you had bad luck on your games today? Okay. Or who was having bad luck in their games? I was going to ask for... Oh, wow, Anna wants it too. But you can't find her birth time. No birth time. It's wild to think. Jeez. She's the same age as my older brother. You all get out of my head, okay? They're not even here, whoever said Erica Kirk, okay? Oh, that's funny. No, y'all are on different. The purple and the orange ones are all together. I keep forgetting y'all can't see each other's. It was Storm and Sagewood Stone. All right, so we can totally do that. We'll run Miss Kirk's chart and see what's up. Mrs. Kirk. Y'all want to look at her transits? Grand Air Trine's so cool. I got one with the Sun, Chiron, and Jupiter, though some people don't think Chiron counts. He counts. Whoever says he doesn't count can go sit on attack. So, well, to be fair, I feel defeated with how my gaming streaming went on today, and I kept losing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and I kept losing against a stupid, ridiculous, overpowered ex-Jedi boss character in Star Wars. Okay, the stress. You know what? Those are good things to be stressed out about. Okay. You know, what's the point of playing a game unless it can make you upset? That's how I feel about it with my Mars and Gemini. If it doesn't make you mad, doesn't stir your passion, are you even having fun? The only successful thing I feel went well was the fact I got the gym workout in. All right. Well, keep it up, man. Keep it up. You've got that amazing 6th house transit right now. It's not a 5th house transit. It's a 6th house transit. Time to build your life. All right. Sagewood Stone says that's what we were talking about. Hello. Hey, Macaroni. Sure, I still want to do Trump because I'm curious and the others may not care. We've done him before. I'm happy to look at his chart again. Y'all, without getting politically charged about it, we can look at the chart of any celebrity and objectively consider their influences on society, all right? And their life nature and learn something astrologically from them. So I don't mind doing that at all. So I'm scrolling up in the chat. We're going to read Erica Kirk's chart for the next read, since 3 of y'all, especially some of my biggest and most avid supporters, are wanting that read. So let's see. Where is it? Scrolling down. The little chat window is so little. Where is it? New comments. Oh, thank you, Sagewood Stone. November 20th, 1988. Let's see. Without that, there's no point in knowing her, what's it called? There's no point in knowing where she was born if we can't see what time of day she was born. So, at midnight on that day, the moon was in the sign of Aries, which in the middle of it, which implies that it was likely an Aries moon for her. Mars in Aries, this is a deep and ready romantic. She's able to forge romantic passions pretty quickly, and so she probably had and with men who she believed would, what attracted her, she probably has a day chart, seeing as how Charlie Kirk was more famous for his martial prowess in verbal and intellectual debates. And so she would be attracted to day chart Mars energy. So chances are that she was born during the day and that she was attracted to Charlie because of his ability to win in the battle arena. She liked his fire and his drive, his competitive nature and competitive edge that was very evident. So let's see. He also had some heavy Scorpio placements, Sun in Scorpio, so she was drawn to that side of him as well. If she did have a day chart, which it appears that she did, from how that Mars probably drew her to her husband, this right here is actually a quintessential placement for somebody's husband dying in a pretty garish, crisis-centric way. With Mars at the end of Saturn, of Scorpio, of the Sun at the end of Scorpio like this, getting no support at all from the chart lord that it's in. So, my goodness, indeed. And this as well, having her children's lives transformed by the death of her husband. That's just general shoo-in right there. That the nature of her relationship with her children being framed by the death of her husband, overshadowed, overempowered, with that Mercury being in the rays of the sun here. Also, the passing of her husband bringing her into her voice and her speaking into a point of fame. I don't really follow, again, politics very closely, but it's my understanding. I did see here recently that she spoke at that big event recently, and so her voice being drawn out by the death of her husband. This Venus in Libra, depending on where that energy is, she knows how to deal with, regardless of where it is, she knows how to deal with people. Also how to dress, also how to present herself. She has a good sense, right, for how to engage society. And at degree 26, it is in the bounds of Mars, so this woman is, again, probably one reason why I imagine Charlie Kirk liked her was because she would have a gift at arguing. She'd be able to keep pace with him and stand her ground for what she believes and arrive at the bottom of that discussion. And again, Venus in the bounds of Mars in Libra would make her attracted to hot intellectual debate, right? So I see y'all talking in the chat. Cool. Welcome to the world of Twitch here. It's near impossible to be popular when you're a variety game streamer without a webcam. Indeed. I imagine that does. Maybe I need to start doing that. I'll just start gaming video games and reading people's astrology while I'm gaming. Shout out your placements while I make it through this newest level of Elden Ring. Retrograde Chiron in Cancer. I would really, really want to see what house that is in for her. But that's a toughie. Wherever that is, retrograde Chiron. And I wonder how it was dancing with the transits on the day of her husband's passing. But other than that, oh my. Jupiter in Gemini, retrograde. Alrighty, well this lady knows how to, depending again where this energy is focused, she would be, again, between that and this, that Libra and this, she would have the ability to tailor her words very well to the people and the groups that she's engaging. So, I see Wildstorm, why don't you tell it how it is? She said, Storm Rider says, I bet she wore the pants in the home. Okay. Ariel Dawkins says, nah, LOL. Well, again, it depends on her rising sign. Truly. I will say, again, with a Aries Scorpio sun, she probably didn't, because she wouldn't be attracted to a man who wasn't able to take charge and take command. That's just in a nutshell. Aries and Scorpio sun, I need a man who's able to, well, defeat me, okay, in intellectual combat. So that could be the thing. Thank you for looking at her chart. You're most welcome. I don't really see much of anything else other than her Aries moon. Again, this woman likely has a fiery air and personality to her, where she's on a mission to, again, I haven't really seen what her reaction is to all of these things and these events, but I imagine that she does not handle injustice, her perception of injustice. He was rarely home, was he? Interesting. Well, I wonder if perhaps this same arrangement, if something didn't happen to him externally, physically, then this same astrology may have attracted the death of her relationship to him due to the strain of what he was doing out there in the world. That could be something that eventually ended up developing, or was already perhaps cooking with his not being home very often. But that being said, and also that being said, twice over, him not being home a lot of warriors throughout history, a lot of men, ship captains, sailors, your people who go and again would go off to war. Some of the most manly men who were the masters of their home, their wives certainly didn't wear the pants. They were gone a lot, right? And there's that whole business of absence makes the heart grow fonder, which is in all of that jazz. So him not being present wouldn't be, I don't think, enough to say that things were inherently strained. Did she now? Well, Storm Rider says she forgave his killer. So I don't think that she did that as a matter of as a matter of wanting to. I bet that she was pressured and coerced into doing that. Your children's lives will be made hell unless you don't qualm the public outrage, right? So that could be the thing, and the public suspicions as well. Oh, it doesn't matter who did it, right? I forgive you. And we all need to just move past this. There are lots of people who would rather that happen, right? So, yes, very, very interesting. But I sincerely doubt that this woman has forgiven anything from the bottom of her heart. No. Outside of, like, true blue, dyed in the wool. You know what? You can forgive people while at the same time wanting them to pay for killing the people that you loved. Like, that really is the way that works, right? Somebody is out there in the world who killed the person that I loved, and I don't want them to do it anymore. I can forgive the man who kills my family while at the same time pull the lever of the gallows that he's attached to. You see how that works with a Christian forgiveness. That's literally why we read the Bible to people before we execute them in Christian society. So that's why that became a tradition, because we can forgive you spiritually without forgiving you socially. That's a reality. So if she really has her heart on fire, see Rainstorm, for Christ, she may truly forgive. Indeed, that's real. But again, anybody whose heart is on fire for Christ likely is also keyed in with the fact that, we want evil to stop in the world, right? So there are lots of really earnest Christians and lots of people who take that the modernized concept of forgiveness and then make it synonymous with forgive and forget, You can forgive without forgetting. But anyway, I hope that the lady is handling everything, and perhaps even she's just eager to move past the spotlight for all of this. So I don't know what's going on. She's got her Saturn in Capricorn too. No, this lady's not a pushover. Between her Saturn in Cap and her Mars and Aries, somebody probably did have to threaten her children. Authority threatening her children. That could be. So, all right. Thank you very much, well, y'all, for that recommendation. An eye for an eye. I don't know about that so much, but the whole point of reprisal with the Christian ethos, which is the ethos of the West, mind you, the whole point of reprisal isn't an eye for an eye. Or we would pluck people's eyes out of them, whenever they would do things. The whole point of reprisal and social justice is not to restore what has been lost, but to prevent that damage from happening again. We want to discourage. Back in the West, they would hang horse thieves. If you stole someone's horse, they hung you. And they did that to put the fear into people of stealing other people's horses. And so it prevented future crime by them taking such extreme measures. And that is the ethos of Christianity. If we don't execute people or put them into prison in order to get an eye for an eye, we do these things in order to prevent that future harm from that same individual or from other individuals who may be tempted to that same behavior. That there are consequences in this environment that we're living in. So, anyway, I know why I chose to stop streaming for a while after 2015. I see. I see you, Aura Wolf. Yes. Full circle indeed, my friend. Full circle. So, the domiciles are a banger. Yeah, you really need those. They are planets in their own domicile. Plus, when you read that stuff in full, it's not always about forgive and let live, like turn the other cheek. Actually references a way to get back at your oppressor without getting in trouble yourself. That's not exactly what that reference is at all, but it certainly doesn't reference the way that most people use that. I'm not going to go into a full lecture on turn your other cheek right now, but that is probably one of the most frequently taken out of context phrases in all of Christian theology. It's absolutely annoying. and we allow Hollywood and pop theology online that weaponizes our own inherited ethos against us by trying to twist the words of it and I think pacify and intellectually lobotomize, even go that far, people from actually understanding or engaging these things. It's something. Plus, when you read that stuff, and I'm not wondering all of the comments. I'm not seeing all of the comments. I wonder what's going on. Oh, macaroni, because I'm streaming on Twitch as well as YouTube right now. I'm doing both on this. So the bummer here is that y'all can't see each other in the chat. So I may just do a straight up YouTube stream. I don't know. But y'all are on Twitch, like Twitch, huh? So not going to give a brief backstory towards what I said, though. Yeah, I've just never used it, man. I've only ever used TikTok because that's what blew up for me. So I was always on there. So, or Still Wolf, you know, curious about not knowing that that this or YouTube existed, even though YouTube was certain, and my Instagram channel, which I never use, are both linked. Rainstorm, Jay-Z, I see you, I see you. Did you move from YouTube over to Twitch just now? Wiz says, I love Twitch. YouTube did something I personally don't like recently, but I think YouTube owns Twitch, so it really doesn't matter. Isn't it funny how that works? Tell everyone on Twitch I say hi, Anna says, a little smiley face and hearts. No, wait, it's owned by Amazon. Yes, it is indeed owned by Amazon. That I can confirm that. So, Macaroni says hello to the Twitch viewers. Aura is wanting to know when you originally started on Twitch. Oh, I don't know. So, I don't know, at the very beginning. Way back when. So, about 2-3 years ago. 4? I don't know. But my very first readings publicly were on here. I would meet people and put them on Discord and have their voices over the stream. Rain says hello. Rainstorm, Jay-Z. Hello, Anna Banana. Halo, love. Fascinating. I was curious about that origin. Yeah, I started on TikTok and Facebook. I used to go around and ask people all the time, hey, you want me to read your chart? Want me to read your chart? I was asking people to read their chart because I was learning. Twitch has been around longer than 2 or 3 years. Indeed, indeed. So, yeah, this account was originally a gaming account. I would game on here, and then I turned it into my astrology. Faraday, that's crazy. It doesn't, technology, hey to Beebs. Hope we're having a lovely Monday evening. Same to you, Bina. Welcome, welcome. I met you in TikTok in March 2022. Ah, what a ride it's been. What a ride. Twitch has been around since I was in high school. Indeed, it has. It's been cooking. So, that's why you were confused. You were like, man, how long have you been doing astrology? It's funny. I tried reaching out to look where you had been like a week before you came back on TikTok. That's funny. Well, that's cool. It happened to be the synchronicity of it all. So alrighty, whose chart are we reading next? Y'all, say me. Now it counts. Now the me counts. Strike while the iron's hot. Brainstorm's been pretty on the ball with it. Oh, Aura Steel Wolf grabbed it. All right. Mr. Blue Steel Wolf. Again, a chart that we have saved. And I want to say that you're having a second house perfection year, yes? Both of those Mars is activated in there for you. Ah, how nice for you. Mars has now moved into Scorpio in the second. Very good, very good. Oh, I pinned your comment on the screen for everybody to see. I can do that. How do I stop that? Oh, that's fun. All right. Look at this, y'all. Yes. Gotta be quicker than that. Third house, actually. All right. Cool, cool, cool. That's nice. So, let's go. Third house. Okay, third house. Oh, yeah, Mars is your Time Lord of the year through your third house. Okay, there it is. Both your Time Lords in the second. Big, 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 big time to focus on money, stuff, food. That's what's cooking for you here. Also, God bless you. You've got Pluto and Chiron activated in your third. Time to change up your relationships, like what you had mentioned before in the chat about your big argument that you had, right, where you poured your heart out to that guy who was like a big brother to you, and then he was like, okay, whatever, and then the 2 words to everything, and just ended the friendship. Okay, bye, or something like that. All right, bye. Well, that's that Chiron Pluto here. This ending of these severance of relationships, deep wounds coming to the surface, deep wounds being inlaid, in healing and reshifting, your home, your regular life routine, and the people and the places and things that you care about in your life routine, like the relationships that you've learned. Also, some of your fundamental life knowledge may be getting challenged. Street smarts, fundamental, elementary knowledge about the world, things that you've learned while in school, being challenged. So, that Mars makes this easy for this read. Not activating this grand air trine. Pluto's activated there. All right. So stirring it up for you. Doing some new things for fun, are you? Time to transform what it is you do for fun, how you do it for fun, going in the past, playing games you haven't played for a while, and then in light of that, making some new changes, moving the ball forward on metamorphosizing how you spend your recreational time. These changes resulting in some surprising discoveries and discussions here in your 9th house. And those surprises and discoveries and potential discussions resulting in some revelations about who you are as a person. Who am I? Why do I believe what I believe? And am I living in light of what I think the right thing is? Could be a big theme for you right now. And awareness of yourself, knowing thyself, resulting in you delving into, well, more fun and continuing furthering along that transformation of how you spend your recreational time, perhaps your ideas for kids. Do you want kids? All of that stuff being transformed right now for you in your life. I can tell I haven't had my nap today. I was over on Twitch to check it out. The screen is bigger here and easier on my old eyes. Okay. I'm really torn because I really want y'all to be able to interact in the chat together. Wait. No, it doesn't work that way. Can I turn the whole chat on for y'all? Or do I have to click the heart on everything? No, I can't do that. So, I thought I could turn the chat on for everybody to see the chat for everyone else. Sleepy apes, sleepy chickens. Indeed. I feel you, Sage. Long day beneath this air trine. Storm says, I agree. Okay. To be fair, he was kind of an a-hole the deeper our friendship went. Well, you see, that's a deep wound right there, getting healed, getting corrected. So it was already a problem. You just got to encounter it and bring it to the surface. Not sure how Twitch and YouTube mesh, if at all. Indeed, Wiz. Indeed. So, not sure what I'll be doing moving forward. Maybe I'll alternate the streams. Keep it fresh. Keep it froggy. I don't know. But that's what this Grand Air Trine is speaking to for you. That Chiron in your 8th that's also getting plucked at by that Mars right there, man. So you've got Chiron activated twice in your chart. Time to heal, time to grow. Take it easy. And again, it's good you're going to the gym and focusing on, with that North Node right there getting activated by this, but focusing on your nutrition, man. Let's talk about that. I saw you post some more processed food stuff that did not look too great to be eating right now with that Mars over there in your 2nd. So Also, I've been attempting to keep strong in my faith in Jesus. So yeah, there's that. Oh, cool, cool. Ninth house. Look at that. Ninth house Uranus right there. Wanting to jumpstart that, and also with the sun moving into your first or transiting through your first, stirring up themes of wanting to connect to your faith. So that's cool, cool, cool. But yeah, man, reach out to me and let's dive. I already gave you some nuggets to start pulling on the thread of your nutrition, but I would be happy to, in a more in-depth conversation, talk about what you could do to start really making some big moves in that arena. I have, so that's been a lot of my time online, is speaking with and getting to the bottom of what really is the best way for us to be eating. I think it's two separate chats. I don't think they can be combined just for you to see all the comments at once. They are for me. I see both of the chats combined down here, but I thought, like for instance this, for some reason the comments aren't appearing on the screen now whenever I star them. So, oh, now it's just wigging out. Oh, I can tap them. Not starring them. Ah, yes. Yes. So, oh, we're still figuring it out. It's only been a few days of the new setup. I think we're handling this as well as we can. Thank you, Bina. I work with Abe to try to figure out the best way forward. NTS indeed, helping me out. Well, okay. Well, I'm using an app right now that should be able to do that. I thought it would, but here we are. There's a scoreboard. Oh, what is that? Oh, what is that? How do I change it from home and visitor? Okay, we're gonna call YouTube home and Twitch is visitor, and we're gonna play games. There will be games. Timestamp added. Oops, didn't mean to add a timestamp, but now I did. It's cool that we can do that. What are these options? There are so many options on this app. We kind of had a brief convo, but you were kind of distracted by Promete. Indeed. Well, I was distracted working with Promete. That's whenever I was trying to work. We were trying to produce, cook, and juggle. Not always the best juggler, even though I try with my Mars and Gemini. Oh goodness, Abe found the fun buttons. Yes, indeed. So, Bro is playing Home Resonance right now. I really am. I'm playing Home. Dude, you know. Good ear. You like your synthwave. Man knows a synthwave. I wouldn't have been able to tell you the name of this song to save my life, even though I totally know that that's what it is, now that you mentioned it. Yes, I did say your creation of Irenix. Oh, I've got to work on him too. Y'all, there's been some eclipse distractions. I'm happy to do this. It's a good learning experience for me too on poly streaming. Well, very, very appreciative of your help. So, what we'll do is, I don't know, what's a way that we can have Twitch and YouTube compete with each other? What's a game? What's a game? You're glitchy, Abe. Oh, I am I? Two birds, one stone. Love it. She says, B&A says. All right, so we're going to do some astrology trivia. So, and whoever wins gets to, I guess from that pool of people, the next chart gets read. Maybe we can do that. Or vote on the next thing to read. So, all right. No Googling the answer, or rather, if you do, I guess, somebody does it faster than you, I guess that's fair. So, ready? Oh, trivia sounds neat. Me. Guess a number. Guess a number was an option. Guess a number would be an option. But I'm wanting y'all to compete with each other. So, the YouTubers versus the Twitch people. And by the end of the night, I don't know, I can't even think of what a good reward. There will just be glory. Glory! So, Which planet is the lord of the sign of Aquarius? Who's the lord of Aquarius? Whoever answers first. Ah! I think Twitch may actually be faster. Easy, wait. Yeah, you had to think about that. I'm scared. Well, the right answer was given. All of the purple people are answering first. Jupe is Pisces and Sagittarius, Wiz. Might be, no worries, but I mean, all of the purple people answered first, so I'm having to think that maybe there's a delay. The purple people eaters over here. Yep, all of a sudden, Saturn, Storm Rider, Sagewood Stone, and Macaroni all said Saturn, and it all blinked for me at once. So I think that YouTube is quite delayed compared to Twitch. The Twitch people have an advantage. So let's try that again. So that's 1 point. 1 point for the Twitch people. So, which planet is exalted in the sign of Taurus? Which planet is exalted in the sign of Taurus? I'm surprised Faraday didn't jump on that answer. OMG, I saw answers before you said questions. Yep. Good answer. Good answer. But I wanted to see, again, how... There it is. I thought Storm was guessing till I saw other Saturns. Good way to see lag between the two. Yeah, this is how we're doing it. So I'm really thinking that Twitch is much faster. It is indeed the moon. And then all of a sudden, all these others are coming up. Venus. Venus is the lord of Taurus, but she's not exalted in there, y'all. So I will say that the Twitch people won this time, not because they were the fastest, but because they got the answer right. So we do have quite the delay between Twitch and from Twitch to Taurus to YouTube. I dated a Taurus moon when I was a youngin'. I bet that was a lovely experience. Exalted moon. But where's that Venus? Because there's other energies blended with Taurus that Taurus may or may not enjoy dancing with. So, indeed, I tricked you up by saying exalted and not domicile lord. One more time, one more game to see if indeed it's fast. So everybody gets time, locked and loaded. Sapphire Gem 777, or Sapphire Nami, good to see you. The live glitches on Twitch. I didn't even hear the question. You keep skipping. Polystream may not be the way. Learned something new, though. Goodness. Indeed, it is unfair. So, we'll do this then. I'm thinking of a number. No. How's that a good team game? These kinds of questions are fun, though. All right, one more astrology question. I was trying to give y'all something that was a little more challenging. Okay, this is a team effort, and it may take some time. Whichever team lists the 5 aspects first. 5 aspects. Going now. Start now. The 5 aspects of astrology. Indeed it is, Anna. Anna says this is a good experience learning what works and doesn't work. YouTube has lag, yes, but it's unwatchable on Twitch. I can't even hear what you say because it skips every 15 seconds. Oh, geez. Alrighty. Opposition, trine, square, sextile, conjunction. Wiz slapped it first. He went all the way. Save some work for your team, Wiz. Come on. Wiz is the MVP. He's carrying all of y'all. So, yeah, he's quick. Oh, and all of the others came in. All the YouTube ones came in. Y'all forgot the conjunction and the opposition. Nope, Faraday came in with the opposition. You left out conjunction. Sagewood Stone with the 3 sextile square trine. Storm Rider lists all 5 of them. So, yep, we do have Twitch are the winners. And so the winner. Oh, I could do a timer too. But, yep, that is. Oh, and it's got a cool little thing that comes and goes. It's a nice little polished animation on their part. But nonetheless, I have no options here. Options for things. LED, stabilization, lock autofocus, save camera settings. There are all of these things that can be done. I see no other. All right, going back to the chat. Well, y'all, I guess that's that. I won't be doing this poly stream again. It was good to see how it works. I was trying to get answers in quickly. Good job, good job. Helping out the team. I had to type sextile 9 times. I kept misspelling and autocorrected. You refused to send it out poorly. Combining to one stream might make it most fair. Yep, I think that's what we're going to do. Hope to learn why I've been so irritable. Rain wants to see her irritation meter. Even when grounding an Epsom salt soap. You know what? Since you called out me like 10 times, every time I called, said, hey me, we're going to read your chart here, Storm. Or J Storm. And I love, again, the fact that I have y'all's charts saved and can just recast them. Oh, come now. What did I forget to put? Oh, Storm. Rain, let me know what your age is again, or which house is activated for you. I'm switching to the tube of you. Welcome back, Sagewood. She's now switched over. I was on Twitch to check it out. The screen is bigger here and easier on my eyes. Again. Old eyes. Sorry, Faraday. We'll do better next time. Indeed. Y'all got totally, as the kids say, mogged by the Twitch crowd. Lily Rose. It's a great way to see what info we're retaining. I love it. Cool. All right, yes, 37 is a second house perfection year. Cusp of your second falls in Chiron. I was telling you the 6th house because you're getting that trine from Chiron in your second to Pluto over here, implying that what you eat is either going to kill you or it's going to save your life. Watch what you're eating. Do not go on autopilot. Your Mercury over here in the sign of Libra. Moving up on your Mercury return. Thinking about babies, thinking about children, thinking about all of this stuff with the moon crossing Mercury right here. That could be a big point of your frustration. For sure. Angst of wanting to talk to people, wanting to get access to these things. So, not mogged. You were mogged. Hey, you're hilarious. Not exactly when they had a clear, you know what, Storm? Technicalities. You're just gonna have to let your son in the 11th house take a lick, all right? Scorpio should know that terrain is half the battle. The Twitch people had better terrain for this fight. Taco hell. Yes, no taco hell. None of that. That's what I be saying, Bina. Abe is a comedian. I've got my Mars and Gemini, so I do enjoy the occasional pot stirring. Chat, do I buy a read or not? On the one hand, my car is broken, but on the other hand, I'm just going to keep Faraday, you don't have to buy a read. And I don't think that anybody else in here is. I guess we've got a handful of people wanting to itch for it. But Bina, you are going through, awareness with that Mercury crossing the moon and the fifth, thinking about kids, thinking about babies, thinking about what you want to do for fun, and then having life not have those things around, maybe a theme for you right now, especially with Virgo energy being there, access to children, access to fun, being limited, and then there being irritation over little things irritating you right now. That's what I think is really stirring it up for you. Yep. Much of what we were saying here before. Wanting to connect and reach for children, changing your worldview, changes in your worldview and your understanding of science and everything else, resulting in some changes in how you view psychology, spirituality, and manage your psychological wellness. So, thank you very much for sharing. On to the next read. I think there aren't very many of us in here tonight. I think I can read everybody's transits. Faraday, let's see what's going on in your chart. We'll read your chart next, Faraday. Faraday, remind me which house is activated for you. Oh, your birthday's coming up. That's fun. Couple more days. Look at that. So happy early birthday. Jade for the pinky. Oh, yes. Not jade for the pinky. You want amethyst for the pinky. Not jade. Amethyst. Because your natal Mercury and transiting Mercury are in the sign of Libra. Jade is a lunar stone. I don't know, Macaroni, but I'll check it out, she says. What if we read not mine, but my rescuers? What are you saying, Faraday? Your rescuer's astrology? Are you with somebody right now who just rescued you? And you're wanting to use your read to read their astrology? Orsil Wolf says, for me, every person I end up thinking I'm attracted to ends up interested in somebody else most times. Like I don't have a chance to be in a romantic relationship with any woman. Melting face. Again, what did I tell you? Your astrology is saying, by you building up your health, your wellness right now, it's going to be opening up the door on those new relationships for you. You got to work on the packaging. Marketing is half the battle. So he might be listening to the live as he's driving, but I'm not sure. I sent him the link. Well, if he would like for me to read his astrology and he's in here, tell him to shout out and I'll do it. Simply because he's coming to rescue you. That is nice. I also like reading the charts of skeptics and people who've never had their charts read before. Freaks them out. Shows them that there's something new in the world that they don't understand. Astrologers are so lucky. How have you met this guy twice and have his birth time? No judgment. I feel you there, Faraday. Well, I don't fully understand where this is coming from. Oh, just maybe jump up in the chat. I'd be very curious to see the chart of the person coming to rescue me or our synastry chart. We've met twice as we both teach welding at an annual event and decided to stay in touch after the last event. All right. Here, give me his chart. We'll kill two birds, one stone. Look at a synastry chart. She did give the birth info. I'm just having to scroll up. I'm lost without a moderator. Another reason why I don't like this poly streaming business. Yeah, you're going to want to move that amethyst to your right wrist with the sun in Libra. Rain. There we go. May 11th, 1987. $2:56 p.m. in New Haven, Connecticut. All right, let's see what Mr. Rescuer's charge. Your knight in shining armor. Pluto, Scorpio, from his second on the cusp of his seventh. Oh, oh, ho, ho. Ah, look at that. Hold on, let me turn this comment off so I can see what's... Go away. There we go. Comments restored. So... that's pretty funny right there. Look at this. His Pluto in Scorpio, in his second house, he is using his resources to come and save you in a plutonic circumstance. And this is bringing metamorphic transformation to y'all's relationship. He's entering in your seventh house here. Whether or not he becomes a romantic partner, he is somebody who now has he's no longer an acquaintance. He's getting to know you as a close friend, getting to know the real you, see the real you. And even with Scorpio's energy here, may very well, guy may hate me for saying so, but he may very well be interested, locked in on, with that Pluto, Scorpio, locked in on securing a romantic attachment. That's another reason why I don't like this polystream business. I cannot see all of those emojis. So that's all I see. That makes me sad. My Libra, Venus, Mercury hates that. So that's what I've been saying, Bina. Abe is a comedian. Y'all. Here I am. Let's see. Scrolling up in the chat. All right. I'm going to keep locking in and reading things here. His moon is at 27 degrees, exacting my sun and Mercury. Fascinating. Oh, implying that me shining light on who he is as a person may open up the door to a lunar relationship. Me giving his astrology reading may actually open up the door for him forming a lunar connection here. That would be you. You're the moon, Faraday. That's very, very auspicious. Let's see. And from his second to your sixth. Interesting. Happy to use his resources to heal you and build your life up and help you with your troubles. Oh, look at that. He really is. He's a helpful fella here with his moon in Libra. He's happy to help. So, tell me more. My ears are locked in. Let's see. Both y'all's lots of fortune dancing with each other up here in the sign of Aquarius. That's cool. United lots of fortune. Lot of fortune, luck in society and work blending together. What he does for work, allowing him to connect with you in society, luck in meeting each other socially, teaching things at an event, maybe some work for him, manifesting luck of connection. If Bro is listening, he's definitely blushing right now. Tell him I'm reading his astrology and putting a monkey wrench in his ability to play it cool. Where is he is a Virgo over here. So let's see. He does know how to be cool. Oh, Virgo, Taurus, he is Mr. Cool. Super laid back, very laid back, with a big dose of solar energy into that right there. He's a man of few words, but thorough words. So that is a really interesting. And wow, look at that. Your natal Venus is forming an exact trine to his natal Mercury, and his natal Mercury is forming an exact trine to your Venus. That is so crazy. Your planets support each other. You would help him almost bring out the ability for him to communicate his thoughts more clearly and more effectively with people, just in general, but especially with you. He would open up, and it's easy. He's probably said it before about how easy it is to talk with you. That's very nice. And your Venus in the 5th house speaking to him in the 1st house. Oh, look at that. He probably does have a crush on you. That's something. Her natal Venus, Venus as a guy, woman's Venus in her chart hitting his 1st house. You put a spell on him. Okay. Dangerous right there. He's gonna get his motor's gonna really get running whenever he sees how thorough you are at either fixing things, cleaning things, welding things. That brought him into attraction with you. This woman knows how to handle a blowtorch. Yeah, with a Taurus Venus combo right there. That's funny. Interesting as well. Your natal Sun and Mercury in his 1st house right here. Oh, okay. That is a strong arrangement as well, for your Sun has an eye on him as a person, for connecting him, drawing him out to form a committed relationship with you. Matchmaker much? Maybe a little bit here. Maybe I'm enjoying playing Cupid with my Mars in my Sagittarius moon. So to be honest, man, a lot is expected to change in the coming years. Oh, indeed. You could work on self and wait till you're 30. Why wait? Ain't nobody got time for that. Why would we do that at all? The world is, I think waiting is not the thing. Find somebody who is willing to grow and be a better person. That's what matters. Are you willing to grow? Do you have the same foundation? What you want is the same Aquarius and Leo. That's what you need in a relationship. You got to have the same fixed frame for your ideas, the same shared ethos, and then from there, it doesn't matter what the astrology even says. If you're both locked in on what you believe the right thing is and what you believe are the ideas that frame the rest of, everything else, then you're going to be able to build a life together. I'm at the point in my life where I need better friends, not a man. Plus, we got to be good friends first. Chat, calm yourselves. You know what? No. I refuse to calm myself. Because seriously, most relationships throughout history, like romantically and all of that other stuff, there was no dating. There was arranged marriage. You have met so-and-so, marry my daughter. And even though that arranged marriage is very vile in many places around the world right now, in a loving and ideal circumstance, a parent would, set you up with somebody. And hey, do you like them? And if you liked them, then, you dive into it. But the situation here is that, why tiptoe around things? Why not just dive in? It's like life is indeed so miserably short, So just be honest and open with yourself and with him about what you want. What's your end game? That's what I'm always looking at. What's the end? What's the furthest down the road that you're going to see? Get Saturnian about it. Zoom out all the way and be like, what is it that I really want from this? And if you guys like each other, have chemistry, be like, hey, let's do some life. And I do want to say that Mercury being right there by that south node in his 1st house there may be this attraction to you because, built around kids. He may awaken inside of you the desire to have children where you haven't had it up till now. And you're like, I want to shut that down. Because again, it's not about the way that it's been painted for us in the media and everything else. It's about that opens our lives up, connects with each other, builds it. So having an honest conversation about what those things are, just accelerate the conversation. He's a Taurus Virgo, so he probably doesn't want to accelerate anything. But let's see. What's his 10th house over here? Dude, no, yeah, forget about it. The man has Mars and Gemini in his 10th house, and he's past the age. He's already been through his first Saturn return. And Chiron. That's cool. Very cool right here. So he's got a very, very rich, very powerful, spiritually grounded worldview, likely, and is able to talk about the heavy, intense things with people. And likely wants his life to be about healing people and dealing with these issues in society and in the world. And with that Mars right there, he is probably very familiar with the phrase, "He who hesitates is lost." So that's really promising. In your second house as well, there's a strong point of connection here for the both of you through material resources. I mean, come on. That's the number one reason why people have formed romantic relationships with each other throughout history. Not because of chemistry, but because they saw that they could build their life together. And then you find and you build and you develop the chemistry. But to see actually that he has the ability to materially increase your life and vice versa, and for you to lock in, like why live on the struggle bus individually in this wretched first world nightmare that we're living in, if you can cook food for each other, build each other's lives up, be locked in on winning the game of life together. That's my Sun and Libra conjunction and Venus conjunction in Libra talking, where I see the utility in teamwork, you know? So it might just be, especially with him right here, I'm sure he's very comfortable having a very serious discussion, very deep and very intense with that Mars and Chiron. Just get right down to brass tacks. What is it that you want out of a relationship? What is it that he wants? And just go into it. Have fun. And if he's sitting there listening, dude, don't dance around on eggshells with the fella. So that's just punch it in the nose. Oh, look at that. His sun is conjuncting your first house as well, and Mercury. He has the ability to see you, and you have the ability to see and speak to him. What is this, chat? We are looking at a Sun and Mercury first house conjunction or convergence, whatever we want to call that, in both of the areas of synastry. Your Sun and Mercury conjuncts his first house. That's yours in his first house. His Sun and Mercury conjuncts your first house. Wow, you would have the ability to see each other far more effectively and clearly than most people. And that's a two-way street. Normally in relationships, it's one person who has a clear advantage on who the other person is. You both have that. You can speak to the heart of who the other is. You can understand them. I don't know, he hasn't texted me, so I'm assuming he isn't listening. Thank God. Marry this woman. Lock it down. I hope he's listening. Okay, let's see. Y'all don't bring your loved ones on here or your crushes, because I'm going to embarrass you in front of them. I will say, look at that. His 7th house here, his Venus and Jupiter. Oh yeah, he likes spicy, fun, wild, intense friends and connections with people. Like that's great. Oh, a lot of spirit and the South Node. Oh, your Jupiter's conjuncting the 7th house. You bring luck. You manifest luck to his 7th house. Come on, Faraday. Come on. This is one of the most beautiful synastry charts I've ever seen. And that's really nice right there. Very nice. What this is implying is that his relationship with you, whether it gets romantic or not, he should enjoy diving into, well, connecting with you as a person, understanding your psychology, spirituality, or even just those themes in general. Perhaps even astrology. That's very, very, very cool. Like, I want to go ride motorcycles and see if we vibe. That's legitimately what he would probably want to do. He would probably find you even more attractive for saying, I just want to go ride motorcycles. Like, that's legitimately, with his Venus and Jupiter and Aries here, he wants that excitement. And with Gemini, that energy in his close relationships, doing thrilling and fun things. What about your 7th? Oh, yeah, no. Your moon, where's his natal moon? Connecting in the 7th there. He is looking for a Venus. You got both doses of Libra energy, of Venus energy pouring into your moon, your first house, You're looking for a Sag moon, or I'm sorry, not a Sag moon, your sun, Libra sun, his first house. I'm trying to, it's just difficult. It's a little dizzying whenever you're looking at this wheel. Taurus, Virgo. Where's his Venus? Oh yeah. Big dose of fire. Aries, Taurus, Virgo is funny. And his natal Mars, Gemini. Closing that off. He's got Gemini and Aries and Taurus and Virgo in his core astrology, whereas you have Taurus and Virgo. So that's nice. Y'all would resonate. There's a Taurus Virgo people, they love others who share their same energy. So Unstable Adventures, welcome. Read his chat. Hey, who knows who Unstable Adventures is? Welcome, welcome. Read his chart. Who's that? Is that him? Unstable Adventures? That's a funny name if that is you. Abe playing Cupid, I'm loving it. My issue is I keep finding people, friends and romantic, who I think are great, and then find out we're lying. So I'm like, how would I even know if this great person is actually the devil? Well, I mean, astrology helps out with that. Damn, you're good. Hey, you know what? There aren't very many people in the chat. You missed the better part. I'm reading your chart and hers overlaid over each other, and basically what astrology is saying is that you need to propose to this woman tonight. All right? So just show up and get on one knee and make it as awkward and as romantic as possible. And the astrology basically indicates that she won't be able to resist and not say no. So just lock in. I'm kidding, but I'm not. Hey, that's familiar. Indeed. Great chart, man. Great chart. You're a fun time. This man's a fun time. Even though it's funny, there's a part of you, your Virgo Taurus energy, where it's like you're a total stick in the mud. Really chill, really laid back. And then there's another part of you, Gemini Aries, that's like, that's go-getter. Very intense. You're the trickster. You like playing pranks on people. You poke the frog to watch it jump. I don't know. He hasn't texted me, so I'm assuming he isn't listening. I'm pretty sure that this is him. Unless he's wrong. Where did he go? The chat is... Who's this fella? Goodness, Abe. Yeah, you know, just jumping straight to the point, you know, just get right in there. Whose birthday is it? Happy birthday. And to think I bought you fancy organic cheese. You know, just wanting to stir the pot a little. But seriously, this is really beautiful synastry. So even if y'all don't end up having, you know, romantic sparks or anything like that flying, this is just you really being able to connect and build up each other's life in a really meaningful way. It's pretty cool. It's a great chart. Smart fella, figures things out for sure. And it's all, you know, normally you get those people who have the ability to be chill, or the people who are really intense like me. He has both. I'm a little bit jealous of all that earth energy that you've got here. There's a sedentary, a faithful, able to go with the flow, be on time energy that you've got. And then there's also this energy where you're able to improvise on the fly. So that's pretty powerful. And take that thing off the screen. So, how do I go back to the chat? My chat's all over the place. How lovely, what a great vibe. That's just how life goes for some people. Anything can really happen. Absolutely. Anything can happen, and this is really great. And I encourage both of you, this man doesn't need much encouragement, Mr. Psychic Chiron on the midheaven. He is no stranger to defying convention with his worldview and thinking outside the box. But seriously, with that Mars and Gemini, just have a candid conversation with each other about where you're both at in life and what you want out of life. What are your values? If you share the same vision, goals, and values, and you want to build something, talk about your dreams and see if you can build them together. How amazing to find somebody who's willing to build life with you. Don't play this stupid, absolutely stupid dating game nonsense where you're dancing around with each other in the first world nightmare of playing coy like a bunch of high school teenagers, you know? Just punch it on the nose. Get out there and again, you know, there is something to be said for romancing and taking your time around issues or whatever. But if you meet somebody and you've already broken the ice with each other to some, you know, meaningful and intense way. So, anyway, I was talking to Wolf, not about the chart. Oh, all right. All right, cool. So I see him laughing, but yeah, great chart. It is, the thing is, my chat keeps messing up, so I don't know what the deal is there. It keeps glitching and saying the same thing back to the surface, but regardless, very powerful. I will repeat again, it's so beautiful to see a Mercury, a Sun and Mercury conjunction to the first house for both of you. You can see who one another is and really appreciate and encourage who one another is much more naturally than most people. So just use both of your already gifted ability to look at life objectively, have a candid conversation about what you want out of life, how many kids you want to have, where do you want to go? What are some places you want to travel? What do you want to build? What are your fears? What are your aspirations? Just lay it out on the table. It's important not to miss opportunities. Indeed, hey, I said it right there. With that Mars in Gemini on your midheaven, you are no stranger to the phrase, he who hesitates is lost. Just get out there. Lay it on the table. And don't be afraid of again, just locking in with somebody who, everybody has qualities that need repair. Everybody has ways they need to grow, which is why what's more important than knowing everybody's skeletons in their closet and where everybody's coming from is recognizing, do they have the spirit to be a better person? Because I don't know about y'all, but I'm not done growing yet. I need to keep growing, which means I'm not interested in getting with anybody who themselves is not interested in growing. So that's what's important. Do you want to be better? That is the main conversation. And then make sure you've got some common ground to start building off of. Outside of that, engage. It's so rare to find people who actually click with us like this. And I've seen it time and time again, where people move past these amazing abilities, these amazing opportunities to connect with people due to fear and petty apprehension and any number of other things. And really, you know how you dispel that? Why don't you go just Faraday to the absolute worst case scenario in your mind? Just go all the way there. And then realize that it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Worst case scenario, you open up to each other, you get to know each other, and things fall on their face. Okay. Then it went that way. But also, looking at my chart, oh, what were you saying? It just skipped. I think the chat is glitching out. I just lost what you said. So yeah, I saw that big message, and then I lost it. Brina Season, good way to see you. The only way through it is through it. Yes. What am I learning shortly, and why does that sound like a threat? I don't know what y'all are saying. Okay, good. Good. I will say here again, really amazing. That Pluto conjuncting the 7th house. Man's got a wedding ring for you in his pocket, okay? He's ready, he's locked in. He's already decided. You're the woman of his dreams. And I will say, look at this. Faraday. Love in the job puts love for the job puts perfection in the work right here. And so your 10th house, what you're reaching for in your life would receive, look at that retrograde. Faraday, you don't even know what you want out of life yet. That Uranus hasn't even brought it down the pipeline for you. And likely it will be discovered through having fun with this man. Art that he produces, children that he produces with you, or really, even just to make it even more embarrassing, just the act of romance, which should not be performed without a committed relationship. So maybe now he's locking down on that. I'm going to go full Jesus on you right now and say, don't do it until after you've locked it down in a relationship, okay? That's the way that it's supposed to be. Sex is forget a piece of paper. A piece of paper and a guy on a stage saying, "I now pronounce you man and wife," means nothing compared to the act of sex. The act of sex is the signing of the contract. I am committed to you. So, but through romance with each other and having fun, you would receive very surprising, very inspiring revelations about what it is that you want to do with your life Faraday. So at the very least, go have some ice cream with the man. Stop for a sundae. Abe the matchmaker, indeed. So, and encouraging you to do it responsibly. Romance is like fire. Don't let it burn wherever it wants to burn. You control it. Make it work for you. Make romance work for you. You don't work for romance. That is the slogan. But anyway, all right, I'm done playing Astrology Matchmaker. Very, 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 very promising. Very cool. Cool chart. On many levels. At the very least, y'all will have a profound impact, opportunity to build each other up. Abe, you did not tell me not to have sex on this road trip. No baby talk. I just totally did. I did. Because you know what? It is a sacred fire. It really is. You connect with people spiritually and psychologically in more ways than we can begin to tell, right? Than we barely begun to understand. So it's just, why forge that connection with somebody who you're not wanting to spend the rest of your life with and build your life with? The 7th house here are our closest relationships, our best friends, our business partners, even our rivals. These are the people who get to see who we really are, and they get to change who we are. You can't have sex with your rivals, your business partners, or your best friends, but you have sex with your romantic partners, your life partners. And that it's not the cookie, it's not the reward, it's a power tool to drill through and forge that intense and unique connection. So I don't discourage love at first sight, flash fire weddings. I don't discourage that at all. Let it fly. Let it fly. Especially, but what you've got to check those boxes off. Do we have the same goal in life? That's what it is. Do we both think that the basis of what the right and wrong thing is, the same standard of morality, do we share the same standard of morality? That is what's important. And from that point forward, if you really want to build life with each other, what are you waiting for? Madness. So I discourage greatly the modern liberality of sex, but I also encourage greatly having as much sex as humanly possible once you get married, because you need to view it as a responsibility for each other. You're given over to each other. So that is, I think, the goal. I'm focused on both of you. So you both have amazing, this is both of your charts right here overlaid with each other. So that's what you think. Yeah? My Mars and Gemini friend wanting to challenge me with your Chiron? It's not just what I think. It's what our ancestors have thought for thousands of years in every successful civilization that has ever existed. So, no whoopee until you're ready to commit. That, I think, should be the law. And I'll tell you what, some guy wants to drive and pick my motorcycles are awesome. Motorcycles are indeed awesome. Ride your motorcycles together. This implies, again, implies you're going to have a good time riding motorcycles, and again, very gifted in the act of in having romance, man. You have a gift at romancing and a gift at keeping the fire alive in relationship. You have an amazing 7th house for this, and your chart really, it's funny. It indicates that who you want to be and what you want your life to be about will ultimately define the course and the nature of your closest relationships and what you do for fun. You're a very resourceful guy. Once you're locked in with people, you probably don't lock in very deeply, very readily with all of this Aries energy, but once you're locked in, this is Bushido code. You're a loyal friend with that right there. So, y'all, cool charts. Good luck. Be responsible. Make life work for you. All right? Don't let it push you around. So, who gets the next read? That was unexpected and longer than I thought that it would be. So, Abe, oh, I appreciate it, Blue. Y'all, I'm missing all the comments. The chat is totally wigged out for me. Me. No, me. Pretty please. I've been living my life for other people lately and recently decided to stop and live my life. So should I be focusing on that other than boys? Well, good thoughts here. Very good thoughts, right? Again, not just making it about boys. That is building up your life. It is. One of the biggest things you can do to build up yourself is connect yourself with somebody who wants to help build you up too. It's huge. Absolutely constructive. So again, you need to get straight in your own head what you think the right thing is, what you think the standard, what do you want to teach your kids as the right and wrong thing? Okay? And once you understand what that is, you communicate that. Make sure that you have the same standard of morality, the same standard of the same fundamental perspective on what you think, defines reality. That's Aquarius and Leo. If you have that lined up, then, I would not at all shy away. If anything, it's incredibly rare to find somebody who is able with chemistry and with who they are as a person, and also where they're at in life to connect with you in that way and build your life up. So don't pass on this opportunity if it is indeed a wonderful, wonderful opportunity just because you need to be ready later. Virgo. Both of you have Virgo in your core astrology. That'll do it. I need to be ready. I need to be ready. I need to be ready. You know what? There's a quote out there. I just read this the other day. Somebody out there is making 10 times as much money as you because they weren't smart enough to doubt themselves. Okay? That's literally Virgo. So you weren't smart. Sometimes it's really is just do it energy. Don't miss out on these opportunities while they're passing you by. For that deep and powerful connection. Absolutely focus on boys and focus on girls. If, again, not just hunting, it's one thing, right, to be looking for it and spreading your energy thin whenever you're trying to build yourself up. It's another thing if your car breaks down and somebody drives hours and hours to come and pick you up because you guys vibe. That's something. And this is a good chance to have a candid conversation. Hopefully I made the conversation deep and energized and charged, and may you stop at a little church and get married tomorrow. Go with God. So I now pronounce you man and wife, according to the astrology. You may kiss the bride when you pick her up to save her from your damsel in distress. Cute chapel wedding, just absolutely. Wiz. Let's go. You were locked and loaded to say me, and so was Abe. You should become an officiant. All right, I already am. I just married my first couple here. So, but the power vested in me through Mars, through the sun in Libra on this day, this autumnal equinox. So. This was an interesting read to come back to. Yeah, yes, indeed. Wiz, let's read your chart. Do we have your chart still saved in the... And then we'll do Brina. At Wiz. No! I don't have your chart saved, man. My chart is saved in the server. Oh, it's just as Wiz. Okay, cool. I can't believe you got Wiz in all of Discord. Very nice. Wiz, can you please shout out your age in the chat, or do you know which house is activated for you this year? Because that's why I'm asking your age. Y'all, I hate that the chat's messing up for me. So y'all, think about what to buy Faraday for her wedding. She's gonna put up her registry here in a minute. Yeah, be careful when you're asking me to read your synastry chart with your crush coming in here, or the potential crush. Abe, what do we look? Nobody drives 700 miles for friends. Oh, those are very true words right there. This is Mr. Romance coming in to sweep you off your feet. Yes! Alrighty, I like it. I like it very much. And again, y'all have great, great, great synastry. I really am eager to hear how things pan out. It's nice to meet you, Unstable Adventures. I like that name. I do want to talk with you, Mr. Chiron, in your ninth house by your ascendant. I bet you have some very, very out-of-the-box perspectives on science, history, philosophy, psychology, all of the fun stuff. Typically, you don't meet a Virgo man who is Virgo ascendant man who's interested in astrology. That Chiron was your saving grace for allowing you to think outside the box, probably, and be a healer for people. I will say here's a caveat. Chiron by Mars in a day chart while you're ascendant, the man is either a serial killer or he is a profoundly spiritual person who is on a mission to heal the world. So one of the two. So roll your dice, Faraday. Honest though, I have driven 700 miles for friends, and I want a whole group of friends like that in my life. You know what? Yes, that's true. That's true right there. You know, having people who are a tribe that you're close to. And I will say this, Mr. 700 miles, you would drive 700 miles for your close friends with your Venus and Jupiter in your seventh house. But not just friends. You have all of these. You're friendly with lots of people, but only your best friends, only the people that you're committed to. And I will say this, Faraday, there aren't a lot of people who would do that for even their best friends. So that is rare. And the fact that you think that you know, you've done it before, and the fact that you think others would do it readily, you know, that often happens with people. You make the mistake of thinking that others are willing to go as far as you're willing to go. And now you have the proof in the pudding. Faraday's driven 700 miles for someone before to help them. He asked me for my skull measurement without context. That's great. Well, Faraday, send us your geotag and take a picture of his license plate, all right? So yes, he's either going to stuff you in his basement or he's coming to win your heart. So he eventually told me it's for my helmet. Oh, he's actually coming on a motorcycle? Oh, that's based. Oh, that's so cool. 700 miles on a motorcycle? Dude. Okay. That's cool. Oh, Faraday, lock down. Although I repeat, make him commit to marrying you, okay? Before trying each other out. Don't do that. I'm gonna keep throwing that out there. Your knight on a shining motorbike. Oh, for real. All right, Wiz, did you shout out your age in the chat? Tell me your age and I'll tell you which one of these houses is activated. Yes. You're the first couple that I married. So let me know. I expect for the first baby to first name or middle name to be Abe now. All right. That's my my expectation. So 28. Thank you. Fifth house perfection year. Jupiter is your time lord. Jupiter is in Cancer in your 12th house by the moon. Oh, ooh, nice. All right, Wiz. You deepening those relationships, my friend. You're aching in your own heart for a committed relationship, perhaps right now, or do you already have one? And you're going to form a deeper connection with your romantic partner through conversations about spirituality, psychology, metaphysics, astrology, as well as perhaps the desire to live in a foreign land or deepen and broaden connections with foreigners. Abriel, I like that. That's my angel name. Okay. If we do get married, I'll definitely call the kids Abe. That's right, all of them. All of them will be Abe. That's what I want. Abe 1, Abe 2, Abe 3. Wedding registry. Careful what you wish for, Faraday. Oh. The man doesn't play around. I will say again. Mercury, Abe, you read half the questions on YouTube, LOL. I came here. What sign? You cut out. Look, I'm telling you, look, your messages pop up for me and then they just disappear. So this is a really lame app. I won't be using this again. That's what my whole issue this eclipse is about. I've been having issues since I'm helping everyone and that I get shit on in return. That's why the live for myself comment. Well, you know what? You know, how beautiful is it when you find somebody who's willing to do for you what you would be willing to do for your friends, you know? And that's exactly what you're getting. Love is not butterflies in our stomach. Love isn't tolerating and accepting people. Love is prioritizing somebody. Truly elevating them to a level of, I'm going to prioritize you in my life. And so, even though everybody's so careful to say, I love you, meaning I have eros romance for you, that really is real divine love, spiritual love, prioritization of others. That's pretty cool that he was willing to prioritize you on that level. And also cool, you know, again, that you do that for your friends. And so it's almost like both of you have a proven track record of having that standard. That's your standard for close friends. You expect the same to be done for you that you would do for others. And now you both know that you would do that because you have. So, pretty cool. Y'all, the chat's bugging out. Sagewood Stone, I apologize. It's like I see comments every now and then they just disappear. And I'm not seeing all of the Twitch comments are now gone. All of them are disappeared. I don't see one of them. Is it still running? It shows I'm still streaming with 4 viewers. How do I mute this? Oh, it shows I'm offline. So maybe it kicked me from Twitch. So, Wiz, are you there? You still see me? All right, cool, you see me. Well, guess what? I can see you. I can see the chat here now. So I'll check that chat for the duration of this stream. I like this. So, you're still online. I still see you. Yeah. All right, cool. I can check what y'all are saying now. Oh, no, you're back. Now I see you here in the chat in my bubble, so that's fun. Twitch side chat, no, you know, and then the comments delete. And I see the dancing crab. All right, so what are we doing? I am reading Wiz's chart. So Wiz, now that you can hear me, cleaning all of that. God bless it. Alrighty, so pretty cool, Wiz, that you're having a Jupiter, Jupiter's your Time Lord this year, exalted in the sign of Cancer in the 12th house. So an amazing time to grow, to bolster your relationships, particularly if you're looking for close romantic relationship. As a man, moon in your chart right there, you're looking for the moon, and Jupiter moving up on that should be giving you, just manifesting some solid opportunity, particularly from foreigners. Foreigners looking abroad for that moon may be the way to go. If you already have your moon, then taking a little trip abroad, if you can afford to, with time and everything else, may be a thing to do this year. And if not, just delve into the other themes of the 12th, which is some really lovely alone time, bubble baths together, and spirituality, psychology, metaphysics, astrology, connecting over these things. Let's see. What else is cooking? Double whammy for you, sir. Not only is Jupiter transiting over your natal moon, but your natal Jupiter is in the 7th house, wanting you to expand your relationships. This is fewer romantic partners, fewer close friends, but those that you have are deep and long-lasting. Readily. In your day chart with Jupiter. Hey, Jupiter day chart year is very, very nice. Saturn in Aries. Nice dose of Aries. Okay, maybe a little less than few romantic partners there. And your Saturn return is about to come up, sir. It's cooking in the stars. So, Wiz, I see that you gave me a thumbs up. But this 5th house perfection year, nice, man. Now's the time to get. Hey, do you have relationship already? If you don't have a relationship already, this is the weather for getting it. And you are going to want to get it from abroad, right? With this placement. If you are able to, that's what the internet's great for. I like what I'm hearing. This is, I don't know how to put this any other way. This is romantic attachment here, romantic attachment here, both of which are feeding into your 5th house, and 5th house deals with, well, sex and kids. So sex and children coming from romantic attachment and just having fun and having a good time. Just having a good time. So is a thing here. My rescue is here. I'll talk to you guys later. Abe, don't delete this live, please. I will not delete this live. And good night. Good night and good luck. Okay. Mr. Rescuer, thanks for picking up our friend Faraday. Keep her safe. Don't do anything crazy, kids. I'm really interested in someone different. He says, but she's just a state over. That might be 12th house. 12th house enough. Well, man, this is a really, really, really good year. And I want to say, because Jupiter moves so slow, he's grinding. Bring her home by 10 p.m. Yeah, that's right. All right, seriously, dude, look at this. As Jupiter moves onto that moon, I would be making greater moves in your life to forge and deepen that connection that you're aiming at developing. Now, this could just be life manifesting it for you, throwing it in your face. So, and again, it's really lucky. Very, very lucky. That is the luckiest moon you're going to be seeing for a long time. She's already lucky being parked. Hey, my Chiron is conjuncting your moon. That's fascinating. But that's the luckiest moon you're going to be seeing for a long time. Not only is she exalted in her own, grounded in her own domicile, but Jupiter is exalted and your great benefic transiting right by her, man. That's really, really cool. Where's Saturn? Getting a square from Saturn. Nice. And a sextile to Saturn, off by 3 degrees. Very, very nice. So, yes, indeed. This is a... Wiz says, I understand. Thanks for the insights. We've been playing Crusader Kings together. Oh, dude, I like that. That's definitely fun down here. That's Crusader Kings is a great game. And with an Aquarius Sagittarius, that is quintessential for Crusader Kings. Yes, you like controlling all of the things. Dude, I need to get that game just so I can play it with some folks. I like Stellaris. So, made by the same folks. Paradox Games, great, great company. I was just about to start playing a Stellaris match last night. I haven't played it in years. Feels like. The police got Faraday. So, did they now? Are you the police? Is this man a policeman? So, hey, again, gosh, God bless America. All of the comments just keep deleting all of a sudden. Like, I'll see a whole chunk of them and then they just delete. Terrible. So, apologies, everybody. I definitely recommend it, Nabe. We got about 2K hours. Oh, that's nice, dude. That is that's a lot. I mean, nice in terms of your ability to crush at the game. you probably know how this app sucks butt. Okay. That's I think it does. I think it does. But yeah, really, really beautiful transits here, man. Amazing, amazing transits for a deep new relationship, broadening the relationships you already have. Really cool, and particularly around spending fun time together. So, I can't... There. So, Wiz, I don't know what else to tell you. That's really where your chart is focused. That's what your transits are singing, my friend. You have Chiron in your ninth squaring that Jupiter. I know a little bit about a Chiron square to the 12th house. So your worldview and your spirituality, religion, and all of that stuff, maybe putting that to work. It's like, okay, if I'm going to live in light of what I really think the right thing is, I'm going to have to fight for deepening, knowing myself better, understanding spirituality, psychology better, all of that stuff, and working to deepen my relationships. And so maybe you getting over whatever internal apprehensions may exist that are stopping you from just doing it. That really is it. Just do it. Don't sit here and keep making excuses with that Aquarius over there for why everything needs to be It really... it's like, there's that quote from Voltaire that says the first sign of love in women is tenacity, and the first sign of love in men, eros, in men, is timidity. And so, you know, if you really do have real attraction for her, you're afraid of having the relationship be soured by you making a move. And then this is, you know, your Chiron's up here saying, hey, we got to put that moon to work. We can't be afraid of losing or harming our relationships by making moves. And so that square could be speaking to that right now, and that Jupiter's giving you encouragement and giving you grounding and saying, hey man, just get out there, make it happen. My goodness, Abe. Hey, just it's what the stars are saying, all right? It's what the stars... Please stop calling me out. Okay. Wise words, Voltaire. Indeed, indeed. So it's just the stars, sir. So hang in there. And I want to say that's really lucky. Really, really, really lucky. Imagine the worst case scenario, your relationship blows up in your face, she never wants to talk to you again. This is like, you will look back at this time in your life and say, I'm glad that whatever happened, happened. You're going to have to really try to mess this up. And again, I don't see at all her rejecting. I mean, she's got her own astrology, but this is the chart of she said yes energy. All right? So, really, really cool. I am playing the matchmaker tonight, Taurus, Virgo, waymaking to love. Okay, my Taurus rising on tonight's live. Abe's love light tonight. That's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna Abe matchmaker astrology. My mission is for there to be more babies in the world. More babies. We need more babies from honorable people, noble people. So. My ears are ringing. All right, man. Well, punch that Chiron in the nose, all right? You got a day chart, so I wouldn't recommend wearing this all the time. Hold on. Stand by. Yeah, you need that love. So I would wear red jasper. If you can get it, it's a relatively cheap stone, but a red jasper ring for your middle finger. Get like a resizable ring you can put on different fingers. Get red jasper for your middle finger to give, so that whenever you give people the bird, it really stands out. No, but that would actually be your Saturn and Aries. You're probably like, I like that idea. But that Saturn right there needs some support. Red jasper for your middle finger, right or left. Tough. I would wear it on the right finger. Right finger. We're needing psychological, willpower, ninth house elements. Right finger. So, that's the support that I would get for that guy. Hey, your Chiron in the third house needs some love too, man. So whenever you're just going around life, doing what you got to do, Amethyst would be your friend, probably. An amethyst necklace, just real simple. Single string, amethyst stone, right here. Over your airways. Providing support for that Chiron. Dealing with coworkers, regular life commute, whatever. Support that Chiron. So, why is Sam giving people the bird? Sam doesn't like my love making? What is that, Sam? Or maybe I'm just, again, the chat just keeps edging out and I don't see what people are saying. Thank you for the recommendation. Over your airways. Over your airways. Alrighty. First person to shout out me gets the next reading. How many people do we even have in the live right now? I can't see. Can't see anything. I don't like this app. I don't like it. Brina, you're the fastest. So Brina gets the next read. Brina, what's your TikTok name if you're in the live queue? Who are you? Who are you in our Wonderland as well? Good luck, Wiz. Abe the Cupid. That's apparently what I'm doing now. My new job. Bina! Bina season, Brina season. I should have known. I should have known it was right there. And your tenacity is one of a kind. I was like, who is this tenacious one? Ah, Brina was supposed to go next in the first place. Or a Steel Wolf having your back. Could I do a synastry? I mean, why not? Lay it on me. Oh, it's the Jasper on the middle finger, Sam says. Okay, yes. That's right. Hey, like, wherever your Saturn is in your chart, get that stone to support her so that whenever you give people the bird, you have a reason. You know, it'll be even more metaphysically supported. Whenever you tell people no, if your Saturn is well supported, your no has greater power. It's easier for you to stand your ground. No. Especially with that ring. It's like a power ring. I don't have... My Saturn is in Capricorn, so probably doesn't do too well with that energy. But if I needed to tell people no, I'll turn the ring around. Oh, gosh, it's hard for me to do that. No. Okay. Freak people out. Okay. What is that ring? Why is he casting a spell on me when he tells me no? With that on his middle finger. Should be wearing my power ring tonight. On my Jupiter finger. I don't see the chat. Bina, what are you saying? Ah, I see it now. Hyderabad, India. Mine should be saved. Yes, it is. All right, we're going to look at a synastry chart. At BNA plus January 18th, 2004. 23:45 in Hyderabad, India. Go easy on me, Abe. No promises. Alrighty, let's see what's cooking. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Neptune in Aquarius in the 4th house. You love his family. Or maybe they're going to love you. That's great right there. Well, love is a strong word with Neptune. Fascinated by. There's an attraction here. And a courage for engaging one another. It's amazing how nobody has wanted to do a synastry with my chart. Yes. Well, why do a synastry with your own chart? Okay. You have the power. Check pudding, please. Thank you. Ow, son of a biscuit pudding. I just caught my finger between my desk and my chair. Look at pudding. She's a good girl. Her little bouffant. Let's see. Pudding's not making much of a mess tonight. She's not very loaded. Or her metabolism's not really cooking. What's up with this pudding? I don't know what this song is, but it sounds very 80s. Where's pudding's, we're gonna put pudding right here. This sounds like heart or something. Good girl, Pudding. Right up here. Good to go. Round number 2. Or 3. There you go. Who's your good girl? Good girl, Pudding. So, if she fits, she sits. Yes. Yes, indeed. Pretty girl. Yes, she is, my pretty girl. Oh, we've got a jealous one here. I built the bridge. So the bridge has been made. This is the drawbridge right here. She hears it. And there she is hanging out. I don't know why she takes her time. She sees this, and she's going to crawl across. Are you going to take 5 minutes? Or are you going to do it quick, Virgoid? She has to double check. Double check, double check. Here she goes. To the top. Oh, it's not close enough? Here. She succeeded. Such a smart girl, little Virgoid. Virgos are wave makers. Rats are wave finders. They just do that. It's very Virgo. Quintessentially Virgo. Keeps it fresh for him. I'd like to get an actual maze for her and see how she does. All right, let's see what's in this chart. All right, Rat, give me your Virgo powers to not miss details. So, anyway, Neptune, 4th house, really cool. Cusp of your ascendant, easy time dealing with his family. Themes. Venus and Pisces, very nice. In his 5th house, conjuncting your 1st house. Oh, that's powerful. So this is him finding you attractive and fun very readily. An open door for that. An open door through fun time being a thing. So that's very nice for synastry. Uranus is right there. Oh, this guy has some very, very, very unique and very sudden and intense tastes. What he does for fun, the things that he does for fun. And I won't put you there. Here, we can just go right back down here. All right. Got to get Abe's Sagittarian arrow shot your way. We're gonna see. It is interesting to see this Uranus into your 1st house, implying that again, this is like love at first sight energy. Really, is what this is. His attractions very suddenly and very intensely sparked towards you. So that's interesting. So if he's wanting to play it cool, I just blew that out of the water. All right, this song is not gonna, I don't know how long this is gonna go, but it's getting me. It's at the end. All right. Let's see. Interesting. Well, engaging him, actually this is you in the middle. It is fascinating. 4th house, Sun, Chiron, into your 12th. Living in a foreign land. Maybe a theme here. Being drawn to live abroad in a foreign land. Taking on because of maybe even some issues that happen with his family. Something goes wrong with his family, takes you to live in a foreign land, or his family's pressures doing this thing to you. The Sun over here as well. Mercury, Chiron conjunction, fascinating. 11th to the 3rd. Let's see how well supported this is. This is a day chart. Yes. Chiron, Saturn, easier. Right on the cusp of that day chart. Saturn is retrograde in Cancer, opposing that Mercury and that natal Chiron. Fascinating. I don't know what it means. Okay. That's why it's fascinating. I won't let the rat take the rest of your bread. I know she has her own oats. I know she's not going to get your bread. Look at her. Pudding just hates it. Pudding hates the fact that that rat is down by where the bread sits. So, this is a powerful aspect, but in areas of life that it's difficult to think about what that can concretely manifest. This speaks to I don't really know what that could possibly speak to. Mercury conjuncting Chiron from the 11th to the 3rd. At the very least, the most general reading here is that you would have the ability to speak to his pain, his deepest wounds, or the other way around, he has the ability to speak to your deepest wounds, to see them, to understand them. That would be a theme here. And his Saturn over there in Cancer would perhaps incline him. This is a day chart, which makes that more effective. And his moon is in a great position, providing a trine down there to that natal Saturn. Your moon does, in fact. Where's his moon? Yeah, no love from his moon or sun. So wow, interesting. You provide that. You provide that support for his Saturn in the 9th house. Interesting. So what this indicates is that you understanding your pain or your deep wounds, whatever that may be, and talking with you about these things should draw out and awaken his worldview, his way of looking at reality. So there's an open door for both of you transforming each other in the arena of religion, philosophy, politics for him, and then him transforming how you manage, your deep deep wounds in each other's life. Abe, you're scary accurate. Thank you for that feedback. So let's take a look at the fact that the moon, double Pluto, look at that, Pluto moon. So this is truly metamorphosis in perhaps his expectations for a wife, for even having a wife. Through relationship with you, there is great transformation coming to what it is you want to do with your life, and great transformation coming for his material resources. Fascinating. So his stuff, the food that he enjoys, even you teaching him new food or seeing to get new food, but it's almost like through reaching out through his money will fuel your life aspirations, or your life aspirations will manifest money for him. So there's an interesting dynamic right there. And let's see, support from Jupiter. He's got an amazing, look at that. You support his moon out of the 7th house. Through relationship with you, you ground that moon and you manifest luck for him. That is very lucky. Jupiter in a day chart, in his 11th house. You will bring him much honor. Him having a relationship with you would bring him a lot of honor and build up and bolster his reputation. So literally honor and money as a result of connection with you. She says, you are correct. So you already have a relationship with this man. Interesting. Oh yeah, look at that. Again, all of your beliefs about the world in your 9th house changing who he is as a person. Getting to see him. Look at that. Mercury, the moon, the sun, and Venus, all yours natally conjuncting his 1st house. You're attracted to him. You have an inroad to seeing and understanding, even sensing who he is. This man will not be able to hide anything from you. I'm going to say that. And that let me caveat that. This doesn't mean he won't be able to hide anything from you. It means he's going to have a really hard time if he ever wanted to. So that's interesting. She says, well, it's confusing at the moment, and he really can't. funny. Mars in the 7th house in Aries. Very nice. Day chart. Yep. He is not afraid of fighting, and also would draw out that competition out of you, where you would be a little bit more willing to fight with him and be aggressive with him, and also be tenacious as well with him. And say, no, you may not play with my seashell. Look, I found this seashell, like, in my house. This is something that my sister-in-law had gotten a while ago that was lost in the ether here. And I found it in my room. And y'all like, oh, I love that sound. Shells are, it's the golden ratio right there. It's like you're getting that sound. There's got to be powerful metaphysical effects to that. So listen to the sea in your seashells. But my rat's playing with my seashell right now. But that's very interesting. She's laughing and sweating. We fight over Monopoly and it's been banned. That's funny. Fighting over Monopoly, eh? Where's your 5th house? Yeah, this is why you fight over Monopoly. You've got your Saturn and his Saturn both hitting in the 5th house right here, out of his 9th house. These are the rules. These are the rules. That's funny. Is a day and day chart a better match than a day and night chart? You know what? That's an interesting question. I've not really thought about that as a general synastry principle, but because I think there's just so many nuanced dynamics dancing around that. I will say in this instance, having a day chart for both of you is really good because both of your natal Saturns are parked over each other in the same arena, and this actually they're not. They're affecting the same houses but different signs. Even so, this would make these arenas of life much more challenging, right? And so it's good you've got a day chart because Saturn is so much more effective. So, don't be so dang stubborn about the rules when it comes to a game. Remember, my friend, and you would draw this out of him as well, playing games is about connecting with each other, not about winning every time. Okay. With that Saturn right here, maybe you're like, did you just turn the volume? Guilty. She plays with the volume knob. Back to the cage. Back to the cage with you. You've been banished. No, you don't get to come back out. I'm closing it now. You've been closed off. Here, pudding. Don't choke on that pudding. So, we're both rigid. We're learning that lesson now. Banishment, she says. Banishment. So, hey, that is, great to again, learn whenever you're games are not always about not always about winning every experience, right? But also just focus on that connective element. You do have a retrograde Saturn here, both of you do, and you're both. What's his age here? Oh yeah, 2004. You haven't had your Saturn returns yet, so both of these placements have yet to wake up. So it's like it's out of your control and slippery. Whenever you do play games, wear a turquoise. All right, wear a God-blessed turquoise. And for him, he needs to wear his jade. Jade and turquoise are your friends. Whenever you're playing games with each other. Also, the act of romance making may be kind of funny and awkward and hard to get to that stage and that connected. Again, Mars in Aries, he's probably gifted in that arena. And with your moon in Scorpio and Venus in there, you, again, likewise. But this is really interesting to see that 5th house arrangement here for you, implying that maybe connecting in that way may be harder, right? It was awkward, all right. So, okay, so it was awkward. Even so, turquoise is your friend in that arena. And his 5th house, oh, yeah. His fifth house is really funny. Double Uranus. That's so funny. You've got a double Saturn in over your fifth house and a double Uranus over his. So very, very surprising, and very, very energetic arena of, again, not just love making and connecting, but it's just having fun with each other. So yeah, don't give up on playing Monopoly. All right, okay. Play strip Monopoly, says Sam. Oh no. There you go. He probably would be amenable to that with that Uranus by Venus. He has ADHD. Okay. Game's going too slow for him. He does have an Aquarius ruled fifth house. Aquarius Cancer is funny. It is a very strange energy combination both of you have. You've got weirdo energy affecting your fifth house, making it to where you have an out of the box approach at dealing at having fun with each other. So that's good. Just learn to be silly, learn to be comfortable in your own skin, and which I'm sure you already have good practice at for yourself, just with your core astrology there. But I think that's a beautiful arrangement. It's hard not to be awkward. It's hard to be cool with each other, which I think is perfect. People need to learn to let coolness go and just have a silly goose time with each other. So be a silly goose. Thank you very much for sharing, Bina. So, we're a little too real with each other, she says. All right. All right, y'all. It's midnight. It is midnight. I'm going to sign off. I haven't napped today. And then I will be on tomorrow between 7 and 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. U.S. will let you know in the chat when I'm going, what I'm doing. So, indeed. Oh, no, that's the old off. I guess the chat's messing up. Y'all on YouTube, apologies. I can't see the chat anymore. It's glitching out, wigging out. Only every other message comes in. Get some rest, sir. Yes, ma'am. I'm on my way. I want to thank you all for joining me tonight in trying out this new platform. I will keep playing around with it and doing different stuff moving forward. Maybe we'll do just a straight up YouTube live tomorrow night again, see how that works out, or a hybrid live starting in TikTok and then moving over to here. I don't know, but playing around with it, seeing what works, and thank you all again for joining. Good night. God bless you. So, Aura Steel, good night. I know there's a bit of a delay, so I'm waiting to hit the go button. Y'all, Luna will be moving through Libra tomorrow, completely unsupported. So Amethyst on your left wrist while she's unsupported, and then move it to your right wrist to support the sun while he's in there. So until next time, good luck, meaning may you be blessed with opportunity and the wisdom and courage to make the most of it. Good luck, y'all.